Easy Paradise Open Monday! Where you at, KGB? Red Room! We're getting lit tonight! We're going full blast tonight! We're gonna break through the stratosphere! You're gonna do the greatest performance of your life! You're looking fly! It's summer school! Happy Juneteenth, everybody! Thank you for, give it up! Give yourselves a round of applause for coming out on this nationally mandated federal holiday! Did you enjoy the day off? I was upstate. I was enjoying the beautiful air. We got poetry. We got comedy. We got music. Thank you all for coming out. Give it up. Thank you, DJ Santiago on the ones and twos. Taking care of us. We got a lot of great artists tonight. We got great comedians. We got a packed house. We got a packed list. We can fade it out. Thank you. Give it up one more time for DJ Santiago on the ones and twos. It's Easy Paradise KGB Open Mic Monday. Thank you all for coming out. We've got a lot of amazing stuff. I've got chat books here that are also advertisements for the open mic. Check them out if you want. It's the open mic chat book. It's like being at the open mic. You take it with you. We're on YouTube. We're broadcasting live on YouTube. We're for artistic purposes. Not live. We're not live. We're live on tape. But this is like 5 shows in one. We're taping all the great shows. We got amazing literature. So it's like a podcast. Get ready to listen. It's Juneteenth, everybody. Thank you all for coming out. We're going to be highlighting our favorite black artists. We're lucky to have a number of great black artists at our open mic, great musicians, great comedians. We're going to be celebrating black excellence and black freedom tonight, so thank you all for coming out. I've got this collaborative notebook. It's sort of a guest book. I'm going to be passing it around at a point during the open mic for a collaborative poem. We're all going to write a poem together. If you want, you can contribute a line. It'll be an exquisite corpse, and we'll read it at the end of the open mic. Poetry is going to save the world. We love poetry. It's a force for good and a force for love. And this open mic is all poetry. The music is poetry, the comedy is poetry, and the poetry is poetry. So thank you for coming out. It's blinding up here, so get ready for showtime, baby. What time is it? Showtime. That's right. We're New Yorkers, baby. We know the drill. So I'm going to send this around. I'll get a pen and I'll send it around in a second. But there's one artist in particular, probably one of the greatest poets of all time, that I wanted to highlight. I wanted to start the show with this artist. He's a Brooklyn poet, and this song, I think, is something we all can relate to. It's about dreams. It's about shooting for the stars. It's about reaching for success. It's about dealing with the realities of where you are in your actual life, and it's brilliant poetry. One of the greatest poets of all time. Like all white people, I know all the words to Juicy. So if we could cue that up, just gonna start
this album is dedicated
with some. I'm just gonna do Juicy, everybody. This is for all the open micers and for all the dreamers out there. KGB, come on. Baby, it's all good, baby. It was all a dream. I used to read Word Up magazine. So I'm heavy D up in the limousine, hanging pictures on my wall. Every Saturday, rap attack, Mr. Magic Bowling Ball. Remember my tape pop till the tape pop. Smoking weed and bamboo, sipping on private stock. Way back when I had the red and jack lumberjack with the hat to match. Remember rap? I know you know the words. The hard. You never thought that hip hop could take it this far. Now I'm in the limelight 'cause I rhyme tight. Time to get paid, blow up like the World Trade. The opposite. Sorties for dinner. Brucey B, kick the pre. Funk master flex, love funk star ski. I'm blowing up like it's all I would. Call the crib, same number, same hood. It's all good. Everybody, you know the words. Everybody, this is a universal experience. As artists, we read KGB, open mic, easy paradise. KGB, open mic, easy paradise. Come in. I made the change from a common thief to up close and personal with Robin Leach. And I'm far from cheap. I smoke Trump with the teeps all day. Spread love, it's the Brooklyn way. The Moe and Alizé keep me pissy. Girls used to diss me, now they write letters cause they miss me. I never thought that they could happen, this rapping stuff. I was too used to packing gas and stuff. Now honey's baby toast like butter plate toast. From the Mississippi down to the East Coast. Condos in Queens, Indo for weeks. Sold out speaks to hear Biggie's phone speak. Live a life of fear. Putting 5 carats in our baby girls in. Lunches, brunches, and abused by the fool. Considered a fool cause I dropped out of high school. Stereotype of a black male misunderstood. And it's still all good, everybody. Come on.
And if you don't know, now you know.
Easy Paradise, KGB, open mic, Puff Daddy, Bad Boy Entertainment. This is the important part, right here. This is the most important verse. I'm sorry, I apologize if this is fucked up. Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis. When I was like broke, man, I couldn't picture this. Money and free, money green, leather sofa. Take my eyes to the scene in a chauffeur. No need to run, count hands that. Money was about 2 G's flat. And my whole crew is lounging, celebrating every day, no more public housing. Thinking back on one roof shack, now my mom puts her act with me, set her back. Everything is off, of course. Smiles every time my face is up in the source. We just fuss when the landlord dissed us. No heat, wonder why Christmas missed us. Birthdays was the worst days. Now we sip champagne when we thirsty. You damn right I like the life I live. Cause I went from negative to positive. And it's all good. It's all good.
And if you don't know, now you know.
Give it up, Easy Paradise. Happy Juneteenth. Thank you for coming up. Give it up for Jason King. We're gonna have a great night. Easy Paradise, open mic, Monday night, $1 million, 1,700 followers. Instagram story. Alright, we can kill it. Alright, thank you all. Give it up one more time. We're gonna get things kicked off. Thank you. Thank you for coming out. I apologize if that is fucked up, but I don't know. One of the greatest poets of all time. If you're not one of the greatest writers of all time, Biggie Smalls, give it up for New York's own Biggie Smalls. We're gonna get things kicked off. We got a great comedian to start things off for us. Just can we get Ann Van Epps up? She hosted an experimental open mic in Brooklyn that I attended recently. Let's have a warm welcome for Ann Van Epps. It's a 2-drink minimum every week, 5 minutes per performer. Give it up for Ann Van Epps, everybody.
Hey guys, I didn't know I was coming up here first. This is pretty exciting. Are you guys having fun so far? Okay, I'm out of breath from coming to the stage. I had 2 best friends, and they both had terminal illnesses. I think it's because I have issues with long-term commitment. They are now both dead to me. My one friend, he had AIDS. I'm sorry, he still has AIDS. We're just not friends anymore. But when we first met, he was like, "And just so you know, I'm not going to live for that much longer." And I was like, "Oh, that actually works perfectly for me." But then like a month into our friendship, he was like, "I have good news. I went to the doctor and I found out I'm actually going to live till I'm 50. I was like, "Ooh, that's too long. Like, I'm gonna have to terminate this friendship." And then my other friend, she had stage 4 breast cancer, and she didn't tell anybody, not even her parents. But she told me which was a burden, and like a year into our friendship, she was like, Ann, you really make me laugh, and I can just feel the cancer melting away because of the laughter. And I was like, oh my God, like I'm not even that funny, but I can cure cancer now. This is actually not the first time something like this happened. When I was 12, my great-grandma was on her deathbed, and my dad made me come in and cheer her up, and I did like a tap dance routine, and she laughed a lot, which was embarrassing because that's not the type of performance it was supposed to be. But that night, my dad called me because my parents were divorced, and he's like, hey honey, you know, your grandma's gonna fully recover because you made her laugh, and laughter is the best medicine. And then 48 hours later, you guessed it, my grandma was dead. And my dad blamed it on me. He's like, honey, you got your grandma too excitable and her heart stopped. So the first time I did stand-up comedy was actually at my dad's funeral. And you don't have to feel sorry for me, I killed him because of the trauma, right? I'm just kidding. He actually had a heart attack, or did he, right? I really think my great aunt thought I had something to do with it because she always writes the obituaries for the family, and she misspelled my name in the obituary, and my first name is 3 letters, and we share a last name. So I was walking down the street and I heard a screaming, like this cacophony of screams. And I was like, what's that annoying sound? And I looked over and there were just a bunch of children playing. And I was like, wow, I guess I forgot what happiness sounds like. Are you guys having fun? No. Cool, my cat died. It's true, she died. She lived for like 17 years and we got her ashes back, and my mom wanted to sprinkle her in the woods, but I just wanted to sprinkle her in my coffee so we could spend the day together. And then at the end of the day, I would either pee or poop her out. I'm not really sure how ashes work or how the digestive system works. What's next for me? Should I get married? My sister wanted to go new cat shopping, but then I farted in the hallway, and she farted in the hallway, and they merged together to form Fart Bubble, and then Fart Bubble curled up onto my bed, and I was like, oh my God, do I have a new pet? Fart Bubble? So you guys, last summer I dated a guy that had an elaborate comb over. And we broke up, and then like 4 months later we got back together, but I just agreed to it so I could find out the mystery behind his hair. And it was interesting. So this is what I found out. So all of this hair is real, but then this hair he pushes forward, grows out long, folds over, and hairsprays it to form this hard, shiny shell. And then when things get kind of crazy, like if he's going to do a lot of head movement, he wears a visor to keep the base hair in place. And then he has these curls that cascade over the top, and I'm like, wow, that's very artistic. So we went to the beach together, and it was windy, so he wore the visor. And we were standing on the beach arm in arm. We looked like the perfect couple. Everyone would say we're the perfect couple. And we were just staring there. We were standing there staring into each other's hair, and he also had this hair that came over to a point on one side, and it started to get really windy, and I watched as all of this just blew over too far to one side, leaving this side completely bare. And he saw what I saw, and he just moved me over, and then reality was restored. But I told my sister about it recently, and she's like, oh my God, like she saw pictures, and she's like it's like magic eye, like once you see it, you can't unsee it. And when we started dating again, his Hinge profile popped up again, and I realized it was just an advertisement for his hair. You guys, he was an alcoholic, that's why we broke up. I'm not shallow, I just... you guys, my name is Ann Van Epps. I'm Annie in the City 2020 on Instagram. Please follow me so my mom can be proud of me. Okay, thank you.
Give it up for Ann Van Epps, everybody. Annie in the City, very funny stuff. If you want to check out any of our performers, their social media profiles, I'm tagging people on the Easy Paradise stories, so you can check out their profiles there. I'm going to pass, we're going to write a collaborative poem together. Yeah, thank you, absolutely. We did this last week, it was fantastic. I'll read it at the end for the grand finale. I'm going to pass the notebook this way. You can add a line, you can add however much you want. You can draw in there, do whatever you want, it's open mic. This way. So it's that red notebook is going to come around and then we'll have a poem, everybody. Fantastic. All right, I'm super excited about this next performer. He's doing a show at 54 Below in Midtown, a cabaret show, which used to be Studio 54.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, so that's very exciting. It's right near Ed's house. Give it up for one of my favorite performers in the world. Give it up for DJ Santiago, everybody. An authority on Billy Joel and drum too. Woo!
Okay. Thanks. In honor of such a holiday, talking in regards to independence of sorts, and not of sorts, monumental independence.
Yeah.
I am gonna do a song that I've never played before, publicly, about independence of some it's a long story I won't get into, but long story short, I found independence. I figured Independence Day, but for the blacks. So let us see where this goes. And
Yeah.
I pray to God that I still can hit the notes I did, because I recorded this when I was 15. So, okay. It's called Myself Again. Okay. 'Cause I'm myself. That's all I can be. I'm myself, and no one's taking that away from me. I'm myself, and there's no one in the world that's good at bringing someone down, 'cause everything's all good. Your words are a child that I jump over. Your lies are the things I just can't get over. I have my mind and my insides are feeling dead. You bring me love and there's reciprocation. I bring you lies but no accusations. Being with you makes me question if I'm in over my head. I'm myself, and that's the greatest thing. I'm myself, and who's the one that's got the sanity? I'm myself, and I'm the only thing I can believe. I believe in myself, and I believe in myself again. Because of you, I wake up early in the morning to see your face. Because of you, I know there's faith in the human race. All I give to you is a trying passion, but nowadays it's not the latest fashion. I'm only doing it till I can get to see your vulnerability, or your vulnerability, and I'm myself, and that I'm proud to see. And I'm myself, and I wouldn't be any other way. And I'm myself, and what other way would I be? I'm proud of myself, and I believe in myself again. I know there's a heaven, I know there's a hell. I don't know if there's a future, only time can tell. How do we figure it out, and how to do it the right way? How many people could die in a day? You know I'm never gonna go away, no matter what you say. I have my heart integrity every other day. If you live the way I live, then there's one less suicide. If everybody lived like me, no one would die. And for those of you who don't like that, I'm living so well. Looks like I made
amazing.
Give it up one more time for DJ Santiago, everybody. Those chord changes. Those amazing chord changes. Check him out at 54 Below. Give it up one more time for DJ Santiago. Beautiful, beautiful talent. He's playing some gigs in Connecticut coming up. Follow him on Instagram. Check him out on Instagram. All right, we're going to keep things rolling here at Open Mic Monday. We have Julia Chong in the house. There's Julia Chong out there. Let's get a big round of applause. Easy, Paradise Open Mic debut. Give it up for Julia Chong.
Oh God, these lights are really blinding. Give me a second. All right, nice to meet you guys. I'm Julia. Today I'll be reading an essay I wrote actually last night and this morning. It's titled Stalker. Kristen the fry cook with braces from McDonald's has viewed your Instagram story. Hoal from Italy, who your best friend sucked off for a room for you to both stay in, has viewed your Instagram story. Val, who used to do your multivariable calculus homework due Friday at midnight every week, has viewed your Instagram story. 187 total viewers, but only one viewer to keep you from teetering over the edge of ending it all. I swipe up and down and up and down and up and down and watch the viewers grow by the second. I open and close Instagram and open it again and refresh and view my own story and bask in my own hotness and coolness and swipe up and down, waiting for them to view my Instagram story. I'm not addicted to my phones or my apps or the likes of the views. I'm addicted to yearning and pain and obsessive deliriums, but most of all, I'm addicted to the chase. Mike, short for Michael, never Mikey, is on Facebook. He's on Pinterest, he's on Instagram, he's on Twitter at Cruel Balls. In 2008, Mike was tagged in an action shot as a power forward on Facebook, playing basketball in yarmulkes matching his uniform with his Orthodox high school basketball team. How do you find these boys, Julia? My very Jewish friend Aviva asks. I'm a reluctant chesca, I tell her. I attract Jewish boys like a 3-day-old rotting corpse of an animal attracts flies. Jewish boys are the only boys who use condoms. They have stomach problems and allergies, and they hate Jewish women, but they love their Jewish mothers. Aviva has 3 mutual friends who went to Jewish day school with him. She stalks Mike, and she says Mike is hot. My insides knot up, and I feel like I'm going to puke out my twisted intestines hearing these words come out of her mouth. Another female finds him attractive, which means 10 million other females find him attractive in the New York metropolitan area, and are currently lined up right outside his apartment on 2nd and Marcy Avenue, spread eagle, waiting to fuck him. Eli, Ezra, and Rachel are mutual friends with Aviva and Mike. I want to light my hair on fire and run around in circles and collapse in a ditch and cry and submerge my entire body in tears until the ditch becomes a mud sinkhole, and I suffocate and drown in it. In 2010, when I started high school, Mike was in his sophomore year of college. He reposted a pre-made Facebook anniversary when him and his college girlfriend became Facebook friends their freshman year. Her face isn't pretty, but she has a killer body, so now I know that whenever he sees me naked, he has an image of his college girlfriend's flat-toned stomach burned into his brain, doing a side-by-side comparison while he comes onto mine. Mike's butterface college girlfriend is pregnant and living her suburban life with her fat suburban husband now. I wonder if seeing her disgusting and large stomach freaks him out. I wonder if he thinks about how it could have been his own cum that impregnated her and anamorphed her into this huge alien-looking creature. I wonder how he feels thinking about her ugly husband's cum inside her instead of his. In 2015, Mike answered a question under the Amazon customer reviews about some pruning shears that kept getting stuck. Make sure the nut holding the blades isn't too tight. Spray with WD daily, liberally, and shake off excess. Do this with all such pruners. He probably knows how to use pruners because he does all the yard work for a single Jewish mom, since the parents are divorced and he hates his dad. The worst type of guy to fall in love with is a Jewish boy who hates his dad. The absence of a strong male presence will make you cowardly, avoidant, and a victim, and the presence of a smothering Jewish mother whose entire life already revolves around her sons will make you a narcissist. This consequently makes him averse to Jewish women, which makes him fuck Asian or blonde girls, both of which I am now, to answer Aviva's aforementioned question of how I find these boys. Under Mike's Facebook interests are Marvel movies, specifically Captain America. He has Funko Pops that sit on his dresser that watch us while we fuck. Does he love Captain America because the Holocaust was referenced in the backstory? Mike loves NBA. In 2012, he reposted an NBA shitposting meme about how the Nets are superior to the Knicks. He doesn't watch the Nets anymore because of Kyrie Irving's anti-Semitic remarks, which he mansplained to me that he has zero tolerance for because 6 million Jews died in the Holocaust. I truly had no idea. Does he love NBA because he's Jewish? As Damani from Uncut Gems would say, what the fuck is up with all you Jewish N-words in basketball anyway?
Mike went to Goatball in 2015, which was the greatest lineup to ever occur, featuring Lana Del Rey, Tame Impala, Charlie XCX, Flume, Odessa. He went snowboarding in Jackson Hole in 2015 as well, back when global warming didn't make the Northeast 60 degrees during winter and the slopes weren't covered in mud and slush. He went to RIT and was in Alpha Epsilon Pi fraternity, a Jewish fraternity, where he probably slayed pussy even with the 3-to-1 girl-to-guy ratio. I have the utmost faith in him. He lived an entire lifetime before I learned how to drive. He got to document his college parties on Facebook during its peak moment in the history of social media platforms, while I was posting an Oreo cheesecake from Cheesecake Factory for my 14th birthday. Happy birthday, Julia, written in chocolate syrup on the plating. I'm 26 years old and mentally still an infatuated 7th grader, going through a yearbook and drawing hearts around his photos, and waiting for him on AIM to go online to message him and calling him his cell phone and hanging up every single day. Instead of one photo and a hack signature in my yearbook, I have 80 Facebook profile photos and every status and photo ever posted by him or his friends for the past 10 years to send me into my girlish delirium. Instead of waiting on AIM, I swipe up and down waiting for him to view my story. Instead of calling his cell phone and hanging up, I call him absolutely blasted after stealing 5 extra drink tickets for my work holiday party and lie that I got lost looking for the corner store that sells $10 packs of cigarettes and that I'm a few blocks away from his apartment, asking if I can please come over, and also, does he hate me? In 7th grade, I didn't ever think I'd get over a guy. In my 26 years of living this wretched and cursed nightmare of a life, I still don't think I'll ever get over a guy. I remind myself over and over again of the "this too shall pass" tattoo that my friend Kate has on her thigh. But for now, I swipe up and down and up and down. Thank you guys.
Julia Chong, everybody. That was a masterpiece. That was an absolute masterpiece of literature. Thank you for sharing that. Do you have a Substack or anything that we can that needs to be published immediately in Nylon magazine or Paste magazine or The Drift or something. Give it up one more time for Julia Chong. Brilliant. Fantastic. Please come back. Do you have any gigs or do you do any readings or anything?
No, it's my first one.
First reading ever! Wow! We bow before you. That was fantastic. Give it one more time for Julia Chong. Here's to many more readings. Fantastic. Please come back. Incredible masterpiece. All right, we're going to keep it going with the masterpiece. Can we get Chesca up? Super excited about this next performer. Is Chesca. Let's give it up for Chesca, everybody. We have some tunes. What's it? It's a 2-drink minimum.
I'm gonna do acapella. So my name is Chesca, and this is called Voice of Sadness. I've got this complicated pain, the kind that just won't go away. Hey. I've got this complicated pain, the kind that just shuts me up. And I wish I could smile, and I wish I could laugh, and I wish I could get my curves back, but it's a little bit more complicated than that, 'cause there's a hole in my heart, there's an ache in my soul, there's a lump in my throat. Tonight, 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 tonight. And if you get me to speak, all you'll get out of me is a voice of sadness, of sadness. Do you fear it? Do you want to hear it, baby? Do you fear it? Do you want to hear it, baby? Do you fear it? Do you want to hear it, baby? Hey, hey, yeah, hey, yeah. Shake it off, shake it off. Could you just help me shake it off now? Shake it off now. That one was called Voice of Sadness. Thank you so much. This next one is called Could You Wake Up Now?
that headphone jack? Or?
Oh, do you have one?
Yeah, I have it.
Okay. And then I can just.
Is it the iPhone or?
Yeah, I have one if you need one. Or...
Is it this one?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna start over.
Thank you.
Let's go, New York City. Hey, let's go.
Yeah. Could you wake up now? Yeah, I think I need some help. Could you wake up now? Yeah, I'm not feeling too well, baby. Toss, turn, toss, turn, toss, turn. Yeah, I'm tossing and turning. Yeah, toss, turn. Yeah, I'm up, but I can't get up, baby. Can't you see I got them monsters in my head? They're bringing me down, yeah, they're weighing me down. Let's go. They're bringing me down, yeah, they're weighing me down. Let's go. Down, 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 down. Ha. Down, 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 down. So could you help me, please? Could you help me, please? Could you help me, please? Oh, baby, could you just help me? Now, could you help me, please? Could you help me, please? Yeah, 'cause if I could, I would be the first to help me, but I can't seem to find the strength tonight. Oh, baby, could you just help me, please? Yeah, oh, yeah, one more time, let's go. Could you just help me, please? Yeah, oh, yeah, whoa, one more time. So could you help me, please? Could you help me, please? Could you help me, please? Oh, baby, could you just help me? Now, could you help me, please? Could you help me, please? 'Cause if I could, I would be the first to help me, but I can't seem to find the strength tonight. Oh, baby, could you just help me? Could you just help me? 'Cause I'm about to go down, down. They're bringing me down. They're weighing me down, down. Let's go. Down, they down, they down. Oh no, yeah. Down, they down, they down. Oh no, yeah. So could you help me, please? La 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 la, baby. La 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 la, baby. Yeah, I'm up, but I can't get up, baby. Can't you see how that monsters in my head? They're bringing me down, yeah. They're weighing me down. They're bringing me down, yeah. Weighing me down. Down, they down, they down. So could you wake up now? Thank you so much. That one's called Could You Wake Up Now? I'm Chesca Musica. You can find me on Instagram. I have a website. That's chescamusica.com. Gracias.
Get it for Chesca Musica on Instagram, everybody. Check out Chesca Musica. That was fantastic. The acapella. Whoa, fantastic stuff. All right, can we get Jen Nash up? Let's give a big round of applause for Jen Nash making an Easy Paradise debut. Jen Nash, everybody.
Hi guys. Can I go this one?
Yeah.
Hi everyone.
Well, about to eat the mic. Hi, I'm visiting from Australia. It's my last night in New York. I leave tomorrow morning, 3:30 a.m. Thanks for getting me up. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
I'm going to do an original. It's called New Day. It was written, well, it was inspired by an amazing sunset when I was traveling in Colombia, and change and transition. I hope you enjoy it. Thanks for having me. Sorry. Sorry about that.
Tears fall from your eyes as the sun begins to rise. Ooh, and the light shines on you. Ooh, as the waves come crashing through. Feel it rising, oh, like the new day. Oh, let it take you over, let it take you away. Feel it rising, oh, like the new day. Oh, let it take you over, let it take you away. Changing tides. It's the end, it's the end, it's the end of your night. Exchanging colors. Oh, you look so bright, oh, you look so bright. There's a new line in the sand. Solid ground on which to stand. And you feel it on the inside. Oh, it's opening wide, it's opening wide. Feel it rising, oh, like the new day. Oh, let it take you over, let it take you away. Feel it rising, oh, like the new day. Oh, let it take you over, let it take you away. Let it come and fill your soul. Let it come and make you whole. Feel it rising, Lord, like the new day. Oh, let it take you over, let it take you away. Feel it rising, oh, like the new day. Oh, let it take you over, let it take you away. Thanks, everyone. Love it.
Beautiful. Fantastic.
Give it up for Jen Nash, everybody. We're all the way from Australia. Give it up one more time. That sounded fantastic. Thank you for coming. It's so beautiful. Do you do open mics in Australia or anything?
I've just done 2. That's my 3rd.
All right, fantastic. All right. Well, we loved it. It really sounded great. Give it up one more time for Jen Nash, everybody. Once again, it's a 2-drink minimum. If you want to sign up for next week, you can DM me now. Get an early start and get on the list early for next week, so you can get in front of all these beautiful people, this beautiful audience. Is Isabel out there? Can we get Isabel? Give it up for Isabel, everybody.
Hi. This poem is called Survey of the Experts. 1. Beneath the convention of unmentionable capital, bacterial doctors with lacunose resumes tremble round the altar of the red velvet might. Their whispers echo off of waxy stalactites and 1,000 rabbit skull cups. Somebody forgot to tell the pilot that he should burn his clothes after dropping the bags of ticks like pamphlets over Cuba. Careful men obscure vivisections. Tiny nymphs pinned and split. They adjust reproduction with tweezers. Fold bodies into weaponry. Tolerate it. Remember wading through the tall grass in a crop top on Plum Island. The opossum popping arthropods like Tic Tacs. Crack each kernel with your molars. 2. Solitary fishermen pull chthonic detritus from moody waters in the South Pacific and mutter warnings to their daughters about certain secluded islands where Malthusian philanthropists summer, fretting over the availability of progestin and implants as their agents extract arable ransoms. Always too many bodies for the population dysphorics. Screens display live feeds of all wombs currently under lease. Temperature-controlled archives house lists and negatives. They partake in soothing exercises at inauspicious hours, modeling ever more intricate looms out of peace weavers' pelvises. Tolerate it. Remember the redactress snickering like Remus as blood pooled on the runway? Notice they're still only human and cycle on. 3. Wandering bishops wait on orders in humid back rooms, their palms slick with sinner's salve. They peruse high school yearbooks fastidiously, tossing names and dates to a slow mass of white mice which don't quite move right and the dwindling neighborhood cats find unappetizing. At certain higher frequencies, oil-dipped ivies hang over the alley, where sinister mouth breathers dead drop prophylactic vials of obsidian bewilderment, to be collected in alligator skin pouches by fledgling finks and later peddled to credulous downwinders. Tolerate it. Remember to chew through the thaw like a burdock root. That moaning is only the sound of the disturbed earth resettling over undetonated ordinances. The bodies are too deep to hear from sea level. Thank you.
That was magnificent. Give it up for Isabel. Wonderful. Wonderful poem. The section breaks. Give it up for the section breaks. That was fantastic, seriously. Give it up for Isabel one more time. That was really wonderful. Do you have a book or anything? All right, we got to publish that. Somebody, all right, fantastic. I'm glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. That's what Easy Paradise likes to hear. Give it up one more time for Isabel, everybody. What we aspire to as artists. All right, I also want to introduce this to the proceedings, okay? I want to do an audience poll at some point during the night, and I need your opinion, I need your guidance. Should I cut my emo bang? No! I'm getting more and more like hostility. A guy yesterday confronted me, and he's like, "You have $1? You look like my bloody Valentine." So the pressure is mounting. Can't handle the Fall Out Boy references anymore. But okay, so I guess I shouldn't cut my emo bag. Thank you. Thank you for clearing that up.
Not even emo.
I'm not even. I feel like I feel like Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man in that one that was bad, the third one. You know, he's got the. Yeah. This is what's. I'm crying on the inside. That's what that means. That's a signification of that. I know it seems. All right. Well, anyway, thank you all for coming out. Is Ray Guzman out there? Can we give it up for? Is he out there?
Yeah.
All right. He went to the bathroom. All right. We'll get Ray Guzman next. Can we get Alistair Ray up? Give it up for Alistair Ray, everybody. Gonna read some stuff for us. Give it up.
I'm glad I'm actually following a poet. So I'm joining you from Wales tonight, actually. I just happened to be in town promoting a new book, and I saw this was going on, and I figured this would be a great place to try out some new poems I just wrote. So, what was that?
What's the book?
It's called The Art of Ghostwriting. It's actually fiction, so it's not poetry. So this is untitled. A body falling. 32 feet per second squared feels like an eternity. And it is. From a great height, blood pools on the piazza tiles in a Rorschach pattern. There is time, there is distance, there is velocity in the abstract. A body falling in silence is the brief moment of stillness before the head-on collision. A body falling in silence is meditation in a crisis. Its equations scribbled in chalk on black slate, the feel of spin and diverging trajectories. It's the knowledge of becoming something unrecognizable, that there is no up, only down. A body falling. Thanks. I was in Leipzig, Germany, actually about 2 weeks ago, and a friend goes, "You want to do something fun?" I'm like, "Fine." And they take me to go tour abandoned buildings there. Yeah. Apparently this is a thing. The city is populated with them. So I decided to write something about that experience. This one's called Urbex for Beginners. When I mentioned I dream of cathedrals, you said, "I know the place." We rode rented bikes across a stretch of country road where the decayed monuments of proletarian hope demanded nothing of us. The angular sensation of long corridors warped by time and East German winters. Palimpsestic graffitis scrawled on walls like Islamic script. I attempted to resurrect those afternoons when the halls must have reeked of disinfectant, and children in white gowns would gaze up at stern-faced adults, offering half-toothed smiles. Could they anticipate how the grass would sprout from these tiled floors? Or the way the paint on the walls would flake to resemble leprous scabs? Barren and vacant hallways always remind me of minotaurs, but Theseus is long gone, and the bulls have all been slaughtered. When I told you I dreamed of cathedrals, you lowered your eyes and scowled. The state has declared God dead, you told me. We know better now. Thanks. I have one more. Now, actually, I said I'm from Wales. I am, but this is not a Welsh accent. I'm actually from New York. I kind of abandoned you people. I'm sorry. But I bumped into a friend recently who I grew up with, and I wrote this poem about that, and I had dinner with him last night. Now, the poem is called Killing Fields. That says nothing about the dining experience I had, I promise. Take me to the killing fields, where the blood never cools, and the traces of violence are still fresh upon the earth. Take me out tonight, in the radiant blue of discotheques, where there are dreamers, but no dreams to be had. Remind me to forget that each reckless night is only the prelude to an exhausted dawn. These familiar streets are tread by new shoes, shuffling amongst the ghosts of a Brooklyn youth we never paused to consider. How the debris accumulates, only to be washed away in the rain, and I go with it. Thanks.
Woo!
give it up for Alistair Ray, everybody. That wonderful poetry. I think it's time to bring Fede up. Can we bring the nameplate up? Can we show people the nameplate as well? We have an Instagram text thread, the Poet Chat, and I just want everybody to see we've procured a nameplate for our private table bottle service everywhere we go. We just slap that thing on the table wherever, Checkers, Daddy-O's, Lucien, Bar PT, and it is reserved for Poet Chat. So it's reserved for Poet Chat. Give it up for Fede.
Most of the chat is actually me complaining about girls not wanting to hook up with me. So thanks Nat for staying in the open in the boy chat and not abandoning it. We had we lost some members. Not over me complaining about music or girls, but over cat poop. So it's not my fault. This poem is dedicated to my friend Vale, who we were out and I'm leaning over you because I have to write a poem, and some other guys were like, is your friend sick or something? No, she's writing a poem, leave her alone. So thank you Vale for protecting me and the poem. Le dive. I wonder how many umbrellas get left behind on a wood stall of the Dime Square bar on rainy weekend nights. The rain's annoying, but that's the price for romance. There is beauty indeed in wet orchard streets and all its bars, glass windows clouded with droplets turned into mist. Unless you start thinking of all the rats that might be drowning in the underground, while the martinis flow and the mood is high. The neon light burn a yellow, mellow, it feels like Paris, but thank God it's not. We watch secretly the new lovers on the street side doing their seduction dance from the window seat. They don't seem to notice us, while we wait and wait for the midnight kiss. Come on, just do it. We need to fulfill our dreams through them, daring, beautiful strangers. We cheer it silently from the window seat. It's like watching a mainstream New York rom-com, but it's a decent one. I still keep an eye on the girls on the other side of the bar counter. I say, ring on the little finger or nose piercing could be a good sign. That is a stretch of an assumption, but it's okay. Let me have hopes. You like the long, sleek hair, pretty boy. I like the tall girl he's with. I guess that's a deal. I tell you, he's too pretty. He must use moisturizer. He must be a narcissist. He's surely a dick. It's last call. We can go next door, but you're so over clandestino, so we're just gonna go home. Thank you, Larry. I have 2 summers ones that you might like. Almost July 4th. How delirious the hobos get with the summer heat as they stagger cursing down Delancey Street. I'm going to let this summer slip through the burning fire escapes and the brownstones, through the tourists in flip-flops, through the rockaway sands. Not heart damages to mend, to never fully recover from. Yet this heat crawls with sins. It makes us delirious too. It makes us desire a kiss in the dark. But love lasts a flutter of a firefly. It's almost July 4th. I have kept my heart fresh and light like icy lemonade. It's almost July 4th. I'm doing well so far. Woo! I'll give you a last one. The rat, my muse. The rats squeak playfully while they bathe in the puddles of murky rain. Comes the night, comes their unbothered feast. It's all about the rats when summer comes in the humid junk of New York City. We just try to forget about them, hiding behind the overcooked brunches and the bougie rooftop drinks, behind the Empire State bygone dream. But we could all see them, In every darker shadow, we all get squeamish in disbelief. Oh my God. Yet the rat reign and feast in the dirt, and we're only rottening along with them. So well, all my poems this summer shall be about the rats, and they'll be the truest poem of all. May I then be bitten and die fast of an animal fever, rather than slowly rotting away with the city ghost. Thank you.
Give it up for Fede, everybody. The Poet Chat. Chinatown Bohem, Lady, the classics.
Next time.
Oh, we love it.
Chinatown Buren with the brothers.
Oh, fantastic. You got to come back next week for that.
I'm here.
Oh, okay. Well, next time you... All right, you're going to Italy next week. Fantastic.
I'll bring you a...
All right. Yeah, bring me some nice Italian fashion. I mean, geez.
Did you met me? You start wearing suits.
That's right, exactly. It's all your wonderful influence. Give it up one more time for Fede, everybody. And the Poet Chat nameplate. The Poet Chat is intense. Not everybody can handle it. They did have to drop out, but it's the Poet Chat lives, everybody. And it's stronger than ever. Give it up one more time for Fede. Fantastic. Easy Paradise legend. All right, is Vanessa Frias out there? Vanessa Frias. How about Lily? I've got a Lily. Lily. Okay, can we get Madison Van Buren up? Madison Van Buren, everybody. And if we, maybe, can we get Jason King on deck? Jason King on deck. All right. 2 in the hole. Jason King in the hole. All right, give it up for Madison Van Buren, everybody.
I'm gonna do some poems, just 2. The first one is The Basilisk. I welcome all spam bots, girls who need to fuck right now. I'd like to see you try. Digital BDSM. I guess I'll be the master, since the singularity is TBD ATM. Let's rent out the Coliseum from Gladiator. Let's touch like no one's watching. Let's hit up the server farms and break the machines if they ever break any of you. I like when you girls, dressed up, dressed down, spy on me. Spy on me, please. You're in my area, right? And you're horny right now, right? We've gotta get a room. Take off your surveillance state. You're not using encryption? Please keep my wallet where you found it. Just don't hurt me. Not again. I have been thinking about the stories we tell ourselves. The stories we tell ourselves is a phrase that is a euphemism that is meant to explain the lies that we grow in our little mind labs. Lies that can make any given reality more palpable. You cannot choose how you grow and fester in someone's mind is what I've learned. I think sometimes, maybe too often, I am planted as a ne'er-do-well, and when I start to sprout, I become a villain. To the hero, I say, I wonder if there's a movie you watch and think about me. I wonder if there's a song you hear that reminds you I ever existed. I wonder if there's stuff you write down but never show because it's about me and you hate me. Maybe it isn't worth it to open the casket, but I'm curious. What would everything we shared look like now? I would like to take it out and put it on the operating table, both our versions. I could Frankenstein a new reality where everything we both needed to tell ourselves was true. This monster is what I imagine when I text you that I'm sorry. It's the most honest I've been in years, but it's still falling short. I don't unlock the achievement that lets me see into your brain just one more time. Instead, I get some absolution and the warning to never call here again. I didn't want this stupid fucking forgiveness. I just wanted to try again. A wise Taylor Swift song once said, and I can go anywhere I want, just not home. I often call back to a harrowing image in times like these. It's that of Jeremy Strong Kendall Roy, walking down a long hallway. He's smiling until he's not. He ends the scene contorted in a server room, hiding from a world he thought he had dominion over. A world that had been fun, but never true. What did he tell himself?
Give it up for Maddie Van Buren, everybody. Madison Van Buren and Julia Chong are a two-person literary movement that's happening back there. Give it up one more time. It's fantastic. Madison Van Buren, everybody. Is Aleah Hyer out there? All right, let's get Aleah Hyer up, everybody. And then we'll have Jason King on deck. Give it up for Aleah Hyer.
I have a question. Does anybody have a guitar I could borrow?
Yeah.
Yeah? Thank you so much.
Woo!
Yeah. Is it in standard tuning? Okay. I'm Aleah. Nice to not see anybody because the lights are too bright. But it's good to be in a room with a bunch of people who are playing music and sharing their beautiful, beautiful poetry. This is such an absolutely wonderful treat in the world.
Aleah likes the emo bang, but Surya Deer told me to cut it. And he told me to cut it on stage.
It sucks.
It's okay, people can have their opinions, it's an open mic.
Close.
Your First Amendment.
Alright, thank you so much.
Should be working.
Everything's cool on the guitar?
It looks like the man. Juiceless things.
Yeah, we'll just do that.
Yeah. All right. This song is by Mississippi John. Woo! Woo! Chicken, chicken, don't roost too high for me. Chicken, chicken, come on out of that tree. Chicken, 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 can't roost too high for me. Oh, C is where we begin. H, like the letter hen. I is the word. C is to season the bird. K, to fill him in. E, we are near the end. CHICKEN, that's the way you spell chicken. He's one of my favorite blues artists. He has just contributed mass amounts to the blues jazz industry in general. And I'm going to play one that is my own, and then I'm going to go. That's my so this one is called Heartworm. Like the stuff that you have to give your dogs and cats to make sure they don't get hurt. I was nothing less than devastated when I heard of the words that live inside the chest.
Take a bow. Take a bow. Yes. Bravo. Bravo. Are you playing any gigs or anything that we can check out? Aleah, hyer, are you playing any gigs or anything?
I hope soon.
All right, book Aleah, hyer, everybody. Very beautiful. All right, we're gonna have one of the most talented people in New York City coming up next. We got Ray Guzman on deck. Ray Guzman is on deck. He's back in the house. We're super excited to have him up. Give it up for this next comedian, hilarious, super talented, the wonderful Jason King.
What's going on, everybody? It's Juneteenth. Make some noise for that. Hell yeah! Hell yeah! Yes. Yes. Speaking of Juneteenth, I don't know if you know this. But they actually, I actually moved here from San Francisco, and they actually started paying reparations in San Francisco. So I'll be moving back. That's what's going to be happening. Yeah, speaking of racism and things of the sort, you know, when the Black Lives Matter protests were happening, I don't know if you remember this, but Dave Chappelle came out and he made like a little special. And right before that, there was a woman who accused Dave Chappelle of having an extramarital affair, saying that he gave her legendary dick. Okay? Now, I don't know how true this is, but this is how I'm trying to be accused. I want my mistress to come out and be like, Jason is a cheater. He gave me that elephant shaft. And then my wife will be like, say this isn't true. And I'm like, I can't, the compliment is too good. Yeah, maybe that's the answer. Maybe that's how you do it. You know, like when Monica Lewinsky came out, you know, against Bill Clinton, you know, the media condemned Bill Clinton. But if Monica Lewinsky came out, she was like, Bill Clinton gave me 17 orgasms. The news would have been like this just in, Bill Clinton is a motherfucking G. You wouldn't even need to apologize. You come out to the press conference in shades, playing a saxophone. Do you guys remember the story of the white lady who came home to an apartment? She found a black dude in it, shot him, and then realized she was in the wrong apartment. Remember that? Yeah, you know that's bullshit because you have to think about how many signs she missed. Alright, she walks in, she's like, oh, I almost tripped over my size 12 Jordans. Gee, I do buy a lot of cocoa butter. Oh, it's nice to see my diploma from Howard. You know, one thing I do miss the mask mandates, because for a while I felt like we were putting anti-vaxxers through Jim Crow laws. Right? We were like, you're not locked up anymore, but you can't eat here. Right? If you weren't vaccinated, you get treated like a black person from the 60s. It's like, hi, welcome to the restaurant. Are you vaccinated? No. Well, read the sign, nigger. Outside. Put a mask on because you make me sick. So that joke to my grandma, she's like, Jason, how could you make a joke about Jim Crow? I was like, well, grandma, this time I'm a white. Sorry, I know some of you tightened up on that N-word there, but I understand upsets people sometimes. I told that joke at one point, and this white woman was like, that N-word makes me uncomfortable. And I was like, oh my God, me too. Who knew this word would affect us both so equally? I do get it though, like black people have found a way to like casually remind white people of an atrocity in every conversation. You know? I don't know if you know this, only black people in the room know this. Black people actually only say the N-word around white people. Around each other, we just say my gentleman. I don't know if you hear the sirens outside, but that's because I just told you the secret. That's wow. I don't know. I think I get pulled over by the cops disproportionately. I was recently going to do a show, and the cops, they were looking for somebody. There were like 20 cop cars, and they were looking for somebody. And I got out of my car, and the police officer was like, "Are you Sean?" And I was like, "No." And he's like, "We're looking for Sean." Was this their plan? They probably already met Sean, you know? They're like, "Are you Sean?" He's like, "No." They're like, "Okay." Speaking about other groups that have a lot of trouble. Well, I guess speaking about Hitler, I was thinking about Hitler recently. I'm very happy that Hitler had that mustache. You know, it would suck if he ruined pigtails. Like you're really attracted to a girl. It's like, damn, I found her really attractive, but she makes me think of genocide. All you can think of Hitler, I'm freaking holding his pigtail. I'd be mad if he ruined flat tops, you know? The 90s would be very different, you know? Will Smith be walking around in The Fresh Prince with that lip landing strip. Talking about West Philadelphia. That joke is stupid. Here's a thought I had recently. Ooh, that was funny. Here's a thought I had recently. I think it's interesting how like spitting on someone is disrespectful, but kissing them is loving. Right? Right? If you spit on me, I want to fight you, but if you spit in me, it gets me hard. Right? And maybe that's the reason, right? Like maybe it's like so intimate, you know? Like you spit on something, it's like, how dare you try to love me? You know? Like, I guess I'll never know until like someone super hot like spits on me, you know? Like if Adriana Lima spat on me, I'd be like, oh my God, thank you. All right, cool. What else do I got to work on here? Okay, I'll end with this, and I'll go home. I won't go home. I'll listen to everybody else. I feel like a lot of times people get mad at comedians because they'll say things that are fucked up. But I feel like a lot of people become comedians because they had a terrible life. That's not the joke. Because they had a terrible life and they had to, find funny in things that weren't funny. Right? Like I remember when my parents were being like physically violent towards each other. And at some point, my mom smacked my dad over the head with a bottle. And it made the sound like, doop. And I was like, that's kind of funny. And I went back to crying over my homework. That's all right, that's my time. Thank you very much. Peace out.
Give it up for Jason King, everybody! One of the most, he's doing shows all over New York. Check him out. Hilarious. And he got an applause break with the improv, with the ad lib. I think that's the first applause break maybe we've ever had. Give it up one more time for Jason King. Super talented. We're so lucky to have him. We love having him here at KGB Open Mic Monday. Thank you all for coming out. It's a 2-drink minimum, 5 minutes per performer. We got a lot of great performers coming up. We've got Pal Ahimsa on deck. Can we get Ray Guzman up to do some poetry for us? Give it up for Ray Guzman, everybody. We got RTS Neutral coming up in a bit. We got Britney Ledesma coming up. We got a lot more. Thank you all for coming out. Give it up for Ray Guzman.
Hello, everyone. My name is Ray Guzman, and I'm going to do some poetry. I'm going to lead with something sweet, follow with something bashful, and then something new. This first poem is called A Good Day and Irish Goodbye. I actually did not step in shit today. I was elated. I was elated to find that the firmament was not imploding on me the way it always seems to be. I felt the pierce of your stare arrive at the same sights by which mine would shine, and yes, they shone too. It was with what immeasurable love you would read me the war tactics of Sun Tzu. Under that Central Park sun, it was as if you were the one who knew what none knew, and although the two of us lived what plain and anonymous lives, it was without a mention. We would leave with my hand in yours and yours in mine. That's my first one. This next poem is just, you know, there's someone here who's never seen me perform, so I'm just kind of like trying to run through like the gist of it. Peace to Fifth Street.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah. Alright. I'm real ill, man. I be breaking your lines apart to show you why your rhymes are garbage. I found it insulting. How you came around and thought I couldn't recognize what the fuck a facade is. Do I look like a fucking stereotype? Good luck. Trying to push a nigga like me off into the margin. Statistically speaking, beating the odds, it didn't come with a trophy. It came with traumas. I'm not a fucking cartoon drawing. You're working on a part 3, even though the first 2 were boring, and I would never let the public gas me like that. They used to make me feel like I had no redeemable qualities, so I would never fall for the false pat on the back. I would accept it. Even though it all felt like a stab, it was whack. I found myself overcompensating for qualities that my assailants actually lack, and as a matter of fact, when I get mad, all I see is red. I'm in all black. You think I'm concerned with your nonsense? It was the golden hour in New York. I was laid up with a queen, photographing a figure like it was a decorative object. Your lover probably treat you like a project. Every woman that I ever brought around me got a lot of respect for my mindset. This isn't a humble brag. These are the audacious meditations of a no one taking a stand against the fact that there's like no standard right now. And that's my second one. I've never performed this next po- oh shit, this goes louder. Okay. I've never performed this one anywhere. So I don't know how this is gonna go, but here we go. It's called I Can Feel the Bottom, a Good Swimmer. It don't really bother me none to feel the bottom, cause I'm a good swimmer. Vexed by the weight of my apathy, my day-to-day consists of exchanging one mask for the next, and each sun that soars over my head seems to forget to shine on me. I am exhausted. It was in a redundant and repetitive fashion. I sparked a cigarette, smoked and tossed it. You fuckers that take advantage if I let you pay attention to all the wrong shit, and just in case this was something that y'all missed, I never once considered what it meant to cope as the strong did. I just did. How can you know when you're taking a mile when an inch is your only frame of reference for what loss is? Ever since I couldn't make sense of my uncle's war stories, I've been on some raw shit, and every woman who's ever really loved me knows that deep down, I've already lost it. And can only look at me sometimes with a pained expression, wondering what could it have cost him. The waters were deep and never so immersive. Ever since the day I was tossed in, I won't swim, but I'd much rather feel the bottom. My Instagram is regrets.nothing. I host an open mic out of 322 Troutman in Brooklyn. We got Dezy. He'll be one of our features. So
Dezy!
Hell yeah!
Give it up for Ray Guzman. Hell yeah, dude. Check out his open mic at 322 Troutman. Fantastic stuff. Regrets Nothing on Instagram. Check it out, everybody. All right. We've got, can we get Pal ahimsa up to play some tunes for us? We got RTS Neutral coming up. We got Britney Ledesma, Mina, Laura, and more. Thank you all for coming out. Give it up for Pal. Pal!
Just give me like 30 seconds. I'll just like put a line up.
little low. Let's get it. My name's ahimsa. I've never played the same song twice, so what I'm about to play, I have not played before, and I'll never play again.
Woo! Yeah!
Thank you.
Give it up for ahimsa. Ahimsa. Really beautiful. Improvised. Totally, that was a unique artwork just for us, just for tonight. That was like a Leo Kottke kind of thing. Give it up one more time for ahimsa. Really sounded beautiful. All right, can we get, we got Mina, Laura in the hole, Britney, Ledesma on deck. We got Junie and Dezy are coming up in a bit. We got Joseph and the Sevier dudes coming. We got Jad coming up, Skyler, Holzman. Can I get RTS Neutral up? Yeah. Give it up for RTS Neutral, everybody. One of the best poets in New York City. Brilliant performer, brilliant writer. Give it up for RTS Neutral, everybody.
As we get set up, a little bit about myself. I am a hip-hop vocalist, MC of sorts, some might say. Not the main character, but MC. I'll be performing with this talented Hoffman on the electric guitar.
Woo! Yeah!
And we're gonna get started.
Woo!
Some very interesting debates. Happy Juneteenth. It's very interesting in the city of New York. KGB. We're here, you know, by the great Matt Proctor, you know, putting all this together. This one is a slow kind of vibe, but then you get it, cause it roams inside. You know, in New York City you wake up, the transits, the pathways open. It's really interesting, right? The pathways, individuality, the pathways. How did you want? Cause would you do what they say? Would you do what they say? The way we choose to wear our colors fresher than a respray. I'm trying to stay attentive and finding the deeper message that the one can go exploit and then turn it into a weapon. Don't forget to tag, don't forget to mention the way I put these realms together, set up new dimensions. Trying to find a sense of peace or divided to kill the weak. You can check my vocal range, I've been quiet but I can speak. Force me through the trauma, watch me at my peak, it's killing you. Forms and imitations in the states that we was building you. Problems that we facing but the money's never healing you. You get to innovate and inside you lost your spiritual epitome. I'm getting one call to raise my frequency. You best to master tune if you reading up on my energy. Lost respect to a cause that's all divided outside. They fake they best and then claim we are united.
Yeah.
Living on my pathway. I bet you're living on your pathway. Understand the flow moving in your pathway. walking on this pathway. Watch your mouth, watch your tone. This the route for the throne. Use your best of your living and claiming everything. Pathways.
Woo!
That's all I got.
Hell yeah.
Guy on the left side, you're right. Well, my left, you're right. Hoffman on the electric guitar.
Yeah!
And I'm RCS
You're good.
I'm RCS Neutral. Going back to Matt Proctor. Thank you for having us. I'll be performing on that show June 20th, hosted by Phoebe, Bradbury. And then I'll be at Young Ethel's on the 30th, June 30th. So you can catch us there.
All right, give it up one more time for RTS Neutral, everybody. Check him out. Is it Wednesday in Red Hook? Phoebe Bradbury is doing a show with RTS Neutral and Greta and some amazing people from the open mic and great artists. So check it out in Red Hook. Give it up one more time for RTS Neutral and Hoffman. The great Hoffman. We love having them at Easy Paradise. They're great artists. They're great musicians. All right, we've got Joseph and the Sevier Dudes in the hole. We've got Mina Laura on deck. This is for the hardcore ledesbians out there. You know who you are. Give it up for Britney Ledesma, everybody. Come on, one of our favorites. Hilarious.
Give it up for everyone you've seen tonight, Matt.
Yeah!
Come on. This place is like a fever dream. I love it. I just moved from Texas a couple months ago. I escaped. I get an abortion once a week now, you know. Doctors tell me there's nothing in there. I'm like, scoop it out. Cut me like a pumpkin, bitch. Okay, y'all don't like that? Okay, fine. This is how it's gonna go. Y'all don't like me? I don't do anything about that. I don't do cocaine, which is a shame because I got these nostrils, you know, and I get told that. They're like, oh, what's the suction on those things? Have you tried cleaning your keyboard with them? Slow switch. Slow switch. It's fine. I carry around Narcan. I don't do coke, but my friends do, so I carry around Narcan because fentanyl. Some people don't get that joke. But I'm like, if you're ODing on just coke right now, that's very vintage of you. You know, like, do you want attention? Ooh. Really? Are you faking it, bitch? No. No, I do carry around Narcan. I feel like the god of the friend group now. Everyone's like, oh, we have Narcan, we have Narcan. I'm like, well, we have one Narcan, you know? There are 5 of y'all. I love you guys so much. It's just Jason's got a boat, so make yourself useful. No. I met a girl the other day and she asked me what my sign was, and I was like, oh, I'm a Capricorn. And she's like, you don't know your full list? So I got out my phone. She's like, what, are you pulling up CoStar? That's so cute. I was like, why are you making fun of me for the fact that you know a pseudoscience, you know? It's like the World of Warcraft for women. Like, really? Really? I'm the dumb one. Okay. Okay. And then she looked at my chart and her attitude completely changed. Like, all of a sudden she started like really like fucking with me. She was like, oh my God, you're just like, you're Libra rising, you know that, right? And I was like, and let me guess your sign. You're a cunt? I don't know, you're giving me 4 lease right now. I know, okay. Fine. What else do I want to talk out tonight? Because this is not a set vibe. I know, my girlfriend and I were pretty serious. We broke up, which was a bummer. You know, like we said, I love you in Home Depot and everything. But she just wasn't lesbian enough to move across the country with me 3 months into a relationship, you know, and that's how I found out I was the butch, which sucked. You know, I'm not even full that I'm bisexual. You can tell because I talk about it a lot and only date men. Okay. But no, she carried around loose gum in her pocket and called it her lesbian gum. Like, don't blame your character flaw on your sexuality, you know? Like, I'm sorry, were those Napoleon straight tots then? Is that his straight Swiss Army knife? Maybe. That makes sense. Okay. Do you all know those electric scooters?
Yeah.
Dude, those are like jet skis on land. Okay, I know motorcycles are technically more jet skis on land, but at least motorcycles have rules. These have no rules on the streets. You ride them drunk around. You have waves. Now they're just people. Dogs. I got sober because I took one of them down the highway 2 weekends in a row, and I was like, oh, this is getting out of hand, okay? The gayest thing I've done, that's all I've circled. The gayest thing I've ever done was my ex-girlfriend. She was a karaoke DJ, and I went to go visit her at work. It was like our second time meeting, and we sang a song together like two fucking queers. Made out in the back. We sung Amy Winehouse together, made out in the back, and then I drove on my moped home. And I listened to the song The Perfect Day. That's in every 2000s movie. The last guy I dated, though, it was a couple years back. He was a car guy. I think we all know the type, like he lived in one. The thing about this car guy, though, is he also had erectile dysfunction, cheated on me a lot because I'm the loser. And I just think cheating when you can't even get hard, that just feels like a little more personal, you know? Like, what are you doing? Just like draping your soft serve dick over pussy? Like, he told me it hurt him more than it hurt me, which obviously, duh, it must be like shoving toothpaste back in the tube. He was in car trouble though, so he couldn't come or go. I posted that joke online, but I got a lot of comments from people being like, oh, she doesn't know he can get hard, just not around her. And the thing is, maybe, you know? But I don't think it's me because I do the same thing every girl does when she needs a man horned up. Put my hand on his inner thigh, start whispering in his ear, why isn't this working? What's wrong with you? I just had to do that after trying ideas for my own dignity. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna end on this. Y'all won't like it, but that's fine. I am dyslexic. I went to a dyslexic school growing up, and I got bullied there. But the thing about dyslexia school is most of the kids aren't just dyslexic. At least half of them were autistic. So I was made fun of by people who literally could not make eye contact with me. They were like, I bet this bitch even knows how to spell her own name. And I was like, I can't even tell. Are you talking about me? You know? At least look at my face when you say it. But I did the theater. There was theater there, which theater at dyslexia school, that's just automatically improv, you know? If that wasn't, that would just be cruel to force your parents to sit through Juliet and Romeo. Sorry, I mean Romeo and Juliet. They'd be like, do you from the arts?
Yeah!
Give it up for Britney Ledesma, everybody. For the hardcore Ledesbians, follow her on social media, hilarious stuff. Give it up one more time for Britney Ledesma, very, very funny. Next week is Pride Week, so we're having a super Pride blowout. Sign up for next week. It's our Pride extravaganza, so come out for that. Be exciting. All right, so we've got Phoebe Bradbury in the hole. We've got Joseph and the Sevier Dudes on deck. Can we get a big round of applause for Mina Laura, everybody, making an open mic debut? Can we give it up for Mina and Laura? Are you out there? Is Mina Laura even here? Okay. All right, well, maybe next time. Let's get, it's Joseph and the Sevier Dudes ready. Joseph, are you out there? Yes. Are you ready, or do you need a second, or? Maybe let's get, Phoebe Bradbury, are you ready to go, or do you need a second? All right, I don't want to put anybody on the spot. All right, I think, all right, Phoebe Bradbury's going to go, and then Joseph and the Sevier Dudes are after Phoebe Bradbury. Give it up for Phoebe Bradbury, everybody. Then we got Just with the Deers on deck.
So it's not just me tonight.
Woo!
Yeah, are both mics working?
Yeah.
Both mics working.
All right,
Turn it on,
so
turn it on.
Turn it on. Thank you.
Flick the thing up.
Flick your.
Yeah. There you go.
fuck off. Okay. Oh. All right, so just a heads up, this is a practice of what I will be putting together for my amazing, and I say my, but really it's a lot of other artists, show that is happening this Thursday at Strong Rope Brewery in Red Hook, Brooklyn. It's right on the water, view of Statue of Liberty. It's me, Valium housewife, RTS Neutral is going to be there, Christian Capadonna, a couple other awesome artists that have crossed the stage. It's free, fucking be there. Thank you, bye.
Yeah.
Did you appear into being instantaneous on the blocked patio? Alright, we're gonna start again. Told you.
Woo!
Yeah.
Oh, I thought.
It's gonna be a really cool set. You guys should show up.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, ready? 1, 2, 3. Did you appear into being instantaneous on the blocked patio? Was the first moment of your lived memories sitting between Connect 4 and falling rectangles?
How do you
feral muscles roping around a strong core, building and
it's
decaying
a mess.
and
This
reinventing
loving living,
in seconds.
scattered rice
The
on the
decree of the mage,
countertop,
placing dark hair
towels
on
on
your
grandma's
forearms,
rocker,
around pink
a stray
nipples,
sock
and
in
great
the corner,
tight curls,
abandoned
under
crackling
and
of
above
cat
your
toys
setting
under
jawline,
side tables,
on the meats of your
ants in the
calves,
frozen
and stomping
ice
at a
tray,
path from
little
your torso
quips
to the
of
great
happiness
big between your legs.
all the normal
Did you
questions.
dance in the
Was your mouth
afterwards?
always
And
this
in dancing,
quiet,
bump into me,
holding,
and then you
sealing,
were alive?
tasting?
Did my
Is
wishes
the
on a
teeth?
forking
Have
tongue
they
lift
gone
each concept
missing?
of you
Another
forward until
dream
there you
of
were?
losing body
I didn't know
pieces
I
of
would drink you
thoughts
in with such
surrounding your
fervor
bed,
that the
waiting for
dribble
you to
you
be
spill
dressed,
on my
be
parted
ready
lips
to
would
speak
remind me of
on
my
all
thirst,
the
dormant
English
and age-old, would suck me down metal ship, bubbling lower and lower under rough waters, a gaping, gagging hole manifested onto its barnacled hull, as if it was the boat builder's intent, a sunken masterpiece. Do you exist now in the spaces between passing hours, or have you gone back into the limbo the planets weave daily in thick flesh bars, and I dream up the words you may say next? I didn't know I would warn your new body, the heavy smell.
What are you building,
the
grown
yellow
woman?
topaz eyes.
So focused on your scratching nails. The basement is empty. They're all in your palm. Will you
come again inside all the next times? Will I find you on the rooftops I run onto? A spirit self scouting out your next materialization. Will I find you gazing at stars, turning around, saying, "Come here! I've been waiting to taste your hidden sadness and make it mine as well." Draped underneath a unicorn wool, a wild dancing thing that I have captured and tied to me.
A gathering, a murder of crows, a ring in the hand. They're all promising to keep us safe, to keep the shouts of joy screaming happiness.
Instead, I absorbed the creature created for me, healed raw palms with my hacked spit, grew, fell, burst, slept, and kissed you onto the rest of your existence, that bright bare thing waiting at the end of tarmac, under bearskin rugs and the loose invite of fresh harder, at the end of office cubicles, the pulpit of an Elvis minister, and the humming of washing machines.
Between all the endless
washing.
And who told you in no
the pulpit,
language that you could die?
I absorbed the creature created for me, saying, "Come here, you wild, dancing thing! Will you come? Will you come?" Humming.
Was your mouth always this quiet? Holding, sealing, tasting. Is it the teeth?
Will you come?
Have they gone missing?
Humming.
It's a mess. It's a hallway. It's a dream.
Instead,
It's a hallway.
I absorbed the creature.
It's a dream.
Created.
It's a mess.
For me,
It's a
healed
dream.
raw palms with my
It's a
hair,
mess.
spit.
It's a hallway.
Absorbed the creature. Created.
A hallway.
For me.
It will be with more people and even more intense. Thank you guys. This Thursday.
That was Super Bowler. Give it up for Phoebe, Bradbury, and Valium, housewife. That was incredible. Have you, John Ashbury has a piece called Litany, which is the same, similar. It's two people reading. That was amazing.
It's gonna be 4 readings.
Check out their, what is it, Wednesday?
Thursday.
Better than John Ashbury, Litany. Suck it, Ashbury. All right, give it up one more time for Phoebe, Bradbury, and Valium Housewife. It's Wednesday? Thursday in Red Hook. Thursday, 8 p.m. in Red Hook. There will be 4. It'll be twice the power. That was great. That was my favorite things we've ever done on the open mic. Give it up one more time. Beautiful, beautiful avant-garde performance art style work. Breaking the boundaries of consciousness. That's what we're here to do. To alter your consciousness forever. And we've got a lot more people. We got Dezy in the hole. We've got Skyler, Holzman on deck. Can I get Joseph and the Sevier dudes? I'm so sorry about the premature call on that. We've got an accordion in the house, everybody. They're playing an accordion, so give it up for the accordion.
So it's stronger. That's gonna. It's here. What's your? I can send you like.
Sorry, sir.
What's that? I got it the other day.
Alright, thanks for having us, man.
Very funny. Hell yeah.
Dude, I love
We're plugging our show at Rockwood Music Hall on Wednesday. We're gonna play 5 minutes of music.
I need to end my career. Alright, so thanks.
We'll do 2 originals. This is called Hang-Ups.
Woo!
Let hang-ups get you hung up. Take a ride on a lazy train and blow it away. Woo! And Simon Coward, well, it has no power. You can sing if you wanna sing and set yourself free. So I don't let hang-ups get me hung up. I can sing if I wanna sing and set myself free. Woo! From my gas station, I'm gonna eat it like a meditation. Yeah, lick the caramel off my sticky teeth like a raccoon bang the thief. 'Cause I don't let hang-ups get me hung up. I can sing if I wanna sing and blow it away. Ocean eyes, and when I order my coffee, I think I lost my mind, 'cause my filter is gone. And so I said something kind, and she said it right back. And that's when I realized, I said, I think you're a nice person. I said, I like you, I think you're a nice person. Yeah! I think you're a nice girl. Well, then my mind what the hell? And so I sat down in the corner and I read my book real well. And I'll never talk to that lady a second time. But I think about it sometimes, about the time I lost my mind. Yeah, it was such a nice feeling. Yeah. I wanna get that again sometime. I think it's gonna feel good. I'll take it. Close to a year later, when I was lying on my bed, it was a terrible year, it was a terrible time. But I kept thinking, I'm just about dead, lady. You're a kind lady. And I realized, oh yeah, I think I was in love with her. And now I feel like an idiot. Woo! But at least I know they're feeling. Yeah. So if I get it again sometime, yeah, I think I'm gonna go for it. Man, it was such a nice feeling. I wanna get that again sometime. I think it's gonna feel good. Like a warm ocean wind on a nice clean ride. Yeah, I think that's what love is. I think I come to my senses. I think it's gonna feel good. Man, it was such a nice feeling. Wake up with that feeling and go to bed with that feeling and lie awake with that feeling. Man, it was such a nice feeling. Woo! I think it's gonna feel good. Alright, thanks. Yes, we'll be at Rockwood Music, just 2 blocks from here, Wednesday night at 7. So it's free. Come out. Woo! Wow.
Give it up for Joseph and the Sevier Dudes. What's your name? Matthew on the accordion. Good God, that sounded great. I'm ready to buy the album. I'm ready to buy the bootlegs, the unreleased, the deep cuts. Give it up for Joseph and the Sevier Dudes. Yeah, Joseph and the Sevier Dudes. No, King Town. Really great, the accordion. I mean, Jesus, that sounded beautiful, right? Matthew on the accordion. Give it up for Matthew! All right, so we got Jad is in the hole. Dezy is on deck. Is Skyler Holzman? Are you out there? Give it up for Skyler Holzman! Here at Easy Parents KGB over my Monday. Is that, do you want to stand? Oh, yeah.
It's in like a little space. So like,
what's up, guys?
Woo!
What's up? What's up, guys? How's it going?
Yeah!
How's it going?
Woo!
You guys good? Yeah. Yeah. All right. I'm bipolar. I found out last Tuesday that I'm bipolar. So I've been bipolar for about a week now. My God, my psychiatrist told me last week I was bipolar. I'm bipolar 2, the squeakquel. That's once for me. I hate that it's bipolar. So there's the two bipolars. I have the chiller one, which is bipolar 2. I hate that it's bipolar 2 because you don't have bipolar 2. You are bipolar 2. I am bipolar 2. My biggest issue with telling people that I am bipolar 2 is that every time I say I am bipolar 2, it just makes it sound like I'm trying so hard to get them to relate to me. Because they'll be like, hey, do you have any mental illnesses? I'll be like, yes, I'm bipolar 2. They'll be like, oh, no, I'm not. I'm not bipolar. I'll be like, no, I know you're not bipolar. Like, I'm bipolar 2. And they'll be like, once again, I'm not bipolar. And I'll be like, I am Satan. Or so I haven't picked out my manic bipolar phrase yet. So I'm kind of excited. I just started the meds, so don't talk to me. So I'm bipolar. What was I? Okay. This is so weird. So my psychiatrist, she told me that she had suspected that I was bipolar for the last 4 years, but she just told me on Tuesday, which kind of made me feel like a murder suspect that had been cleared, but then 4 years later they just found a napkin in a trash can from a diner and did the DNA match to the knife. You know what I mean? Okay, hold on. So I don't. Why is the majority of murderers that are caught nowadays? It's literally the majority is just from DNA on a diner napkin. Not even a trash can. Do you know what I mean? Do you know how this is all murderers are caught? Does anyone understand that literally all the time FBI agents just go into trash cans at diners and pick up discarded napkins to match the DNA from the murder? I'm just saying, it's you think that at this point more murderers would just eat with a fork, you know? But I don't know. It's just how do murderers how do they kill so clean but eat so messy? I don't know. Anyway, so I'm manic right now, clearly. I'm really leaning into it. It feels good. Yeah, it feels, I don't know, but I never even had I don't have the depressive episodes that are associated with bipolar usually. I'm pretty much exclusively manic. And in fact, my freshman year of college, I actually went through a 4-day period in which I did not sleep at all. That's true. Which, in retrospect, was a very clear sign of my coke addiction. Yeah. Who applauded for the coke addiction that I clearly don't have? I don't have. Look at me. I wear a pinky ring. Has to do with it. Okay. I work in an office. I have a job in an office. It occurred to me recently that the measure of success in an office is totally determined by how much natural light you're allowed to be exposed to. Okay? The people who are super successful in a company, who are doing better, they are allowed to get more light. And the people who suck at their job, they have light taken away from them. Okay? In my office, the most successful people are in corner offices with 2 windows. Okay, and the moderately successful people get 1 window on the side of the building. And then all of the assistants are together in the center of the office where there's a desk lamp. And That's all you're allowed to have. And so I think that because that's like the amount of natural light that's like so important clearly in like the corporate world. So what I think we should do is this. So we should have everybody start on the 15th floor of a 30-story building, okay? And then the better that people do, so they keep the same salary, by the way. Everyone has the same salary, okay? I'm not really like necessarily communist, but like we should just have that. So everyone has the same salary. You start on the 15th floor, and then the people that do better at their job, they slowly start getting moved up in the building towards the light. And the people that are bad at their job, they start slowly getting moved down towards the basement. And the reward for doing well is not a salary change, it's not a compliment from your boss, it's vitamin D. And you know, that's the real reward, because the people at the top, they're gonna be like saturated with light. The people who suck at their job and are in the basement, inevitably they'll die within a few years, you know? And like, I don't know if it makes me like a communist like or capitalist, I just think it makes me a thought leader. And I think that's what we need to do. Okay, let's see. I have a roommate that pretty obsessively bets on horses. But he does not bet on the ones that race. He just sees a horse on a farm and he's like, man, I bet that horse is having a great life. Is this who I am? Alright, you guys have been wonderful. Keep it going for your house, guys. I've been Skyler Holzman.
Yes!
Thank you.
What a great last line. Is this who I am? It's Skyler Holzman! Give it up. That was very funny. Give it up one more time. Bipolar, I'm sorry. For Skyler Holzman. But you're in therapy. That's fantastic. That's more than I. That's more than I do. So, sorry. I would. I'm trying. Medicaid therapy, not so good. So we've got some exciting themes coming up. I'm just going to read some of the themes coming up. We've got a Midsummer Night's Dream week at Easy Paradise Open Mic. We've got a 4th of July. I mean, next week is Pride Week, of course. So come out for that. We're doing a 4th of July, but not like patriotic and shit, just partying and having a great time. We've got a foam party. We're doing a foam party theme, so come out for the open mic foam party. And then we're doing a Leo season blowout and many more. Stay tuned for all of that exciting stuff here on Easy Paradise. We've got a lot of exciting themes coming up. And some great performers. We've got Natalie is coming. We've got Annanya George coming up. We've got Junie in the hole. Jad is on deck. Can we get a big round of applause for Dezy, everybody? Dezy is going to come up and do some poetry for us. Give it up for Dezy.
Almost to my height. Thank you, Matt. I haven't written anything in a while, so I'm gonna read this piece. It's supposed to be coming out hopefully in a rag sometime this week. This rag terse. I don't know how long a week is, because a week was said a month ago. But yeah, so I'm gonna read this because I don't know, it's a thing to read. Fucking alright. Riddle. Still yourself with the skitter of beetle's wings. Feel that wordless chitter fizzle antennae from body hair and subsume that self-chatter in the nerveless, sheltering stimulated silence from jilt of a startle unprovoked. Stopping shuts whatever gate lies before you, always creaking no matter where you step, never isolated to the confines of tarring space, but that singularity of one foot after another sans haste of destination. If you haven't the will to quell a squirm, repeat paradoxical phrases till you care not for their reference, feeling solely intonation as it runneth over your chest, as cages pride and tears wells from that internal nowhere, that only utopia you can carry to term. Permission, gratitude, envisioning nary a face, but fostering a warmth from an impalpable vessel lying honestly behind the eaved over heart, nose knotted away by a turned-in tunnel. If you've ever slept exposed, benched or in patches, you know that soil hums a hearth better than any furnace choked by an overcoat, by armor, from defense, from night. For you can't enter any utopia without ceding childish claims to banners, to tatters, to life as to be owned. But in absence of flourishing blight, Jesus, this is stapled, there's still that inner soil nestled and insulated from any antenna, black and inlaid with the left hand of fertilizer. Those fetal plastics impervious to decomposition, perennial weeds seeping emetic milk, the collateral yield of a capricious harvest. Spinning seeds as you thrum your harp, you bow not to the propaganda of pollution, cantering through bluster of all those blossom songs, keyed to homespun strings of stalks notched from a wilted variegated fortune. Without mind for the tried and true harmony, this, the happenstance temper of foul dryad spines, ordains what rise and what wood its roots, some feeble notes fell that first pluck as they rephrase themes hewed by the readily hewn. This chromatic bouquet grooms and pollinates the crop, invigorated those doted upon to an effusive bloom, those solely stirred by sour notes irradiated, wrying as weeds, pursing onistic lips that irreverently whistle, grotesque mementos course from conduction. Having abdicated the baton, trellis is condemned, notation has gone to down, to stuffing for a cradle barreled over by gales, meant for those hatchlings cooing your inspirations, and signal flares from their SOS crow's nest, in sulfic spirals that glimmer hints of wisdom through smoke. For in fog to spend cartridges and singe of afterglow, only the shrieks of mandrakes manage to break through. From those bastards you soothe by resolving dissonance in vain, while the discord remains peated in the roots. You exude inadvertent this gnarled exasperation, in cadences wrought from delicate reconciliation, that most take for the tainting of sickened soil, a dereliction of duty, meant to waste away, plugging noses at the odor of fossilized sulfur, the smartings truly of Delphic glass, eroding your cautionary chrysalis. For though wading through such soil is the lot of the spirited, only vagrants muck about, inured to the smell of shit. Taking pincers to dead teeth, gutters the rifle passage for primavera molt, crude at best to dig in, making exhibition of your sty, let alone trial trenches to watering holes that only exacerbate lapidity, without the cephalopodal acrobatics of customary phobia, clarifying lard to the badlands petri dish to preclude the emergence of rancidity. I shoulder no pitchfork to turn compost, my asthma a vital sign of decomp, post-comp, rehabilitation. Folks say you can't smell yourself when something within you has turned, but a room is only mine with the smells of my slumber, when that soil breathes fecund, unfiltered by rain, all that I let fall and die from me, without the wooding of the ostracized or the palling of a flare. Mandrakes and tulips alike turn to an inky dew, by an abundance of worms, those caretakers riddling me, boring in their answers there was never any prompt for, save a guess at submersion, resolve. I know wide-eyed invite one to fish these tunnels with me, but have sometimes caught mulling drafts extracted from their termination, squinted away to a hazardous germ, those fossils fabled as a cryptid remedy, and so troglodytes. So quarantine habitually dilute antiseptic, fermenting in remote even in open air, renting exposure waftwards to coax fresh riddlers that I couldn't field on my own for the soil of me.
Give it up for Dezy, everybody. The power of Dezy. Great poet. We're super excited and pleased to have him here. Give it up one more time for Dezy. What's that?
I'm doing Ray's thing, Ivy House on Thursday.
Oh shit, okay. All right, Thursday at 322 Troutman.
Yeah.
All right, check out Dezy and Junie. Are you going to be there?
Yeah.
All right, check out Dezy and Junie at 322 Troutman this Thursday. It's an open mic. So if you want to go check it out. It's going to be amazing. Give it up one more time for Dezy. Bring in the heat. Bars. Got bars. All right, so we got Natalie on double deck. Yeah. The great Natalie. We got Junie on deck. Can we get Jad up? Jad is going to come up and do some art for us.
All right. What's up, everybody? Who's ready for some close-up magic? No, I wish. I have jokes. I'm sorry. You ever think like, damn, I should have been a magician? How sick would that be? Y'all make some noise. Who's immigrant kids in the house? Anybody got immigrant parents? Yeah, my folks are from the Middle East, but I grew up in West Virginia. That's just how immigration works sometimes, y'all. It's if you come from a really shitty part of the world, you have to live in a really shitty part of the U.S. It's like, congrats, you get to come to America. Sort of. Shit like this. It's why small towns, dude, we don't get immigrants from good places, you know? We don't get to have like a slutty Australian neighborhood. It's never, oh, careful out past the Kmart, that's home to Dutch girls. You don't get them, dude, you get us. Alright, you get Arabs, you get Sri Lankans and shit. It feels like I'm telling a ghost story, doesn't it? Real talk, this is how I knew my hometown sucked, dude, is I found out we had a Nepalese cricket league. I was like, we're fucked. How the hell we have all these Confederate flags and not enough white children for baseball? What do? We put up the flags. I'm from a shitty little town in West Virginia called Beckley. I remember when I was a kid, half the downtown caught fire. The mayor went on TV, he was like, good people of Beckley, it'll burn out. Alright, nobody gave a shit. We were like, what's on fire? The town? I thought we got rid of that. We still got a town? We all shopped at Walmart, folks. It's shit like this is why real country music is sad. You know what I'm talking about? My dog fucked my wife, they both got pregnant, that kind of... Pop country's fucking bullshit, dude. Country girl, shake it for me. Shake what, dude? Her mobility scooter? Oh my God. We don't have hot women in the country. We think exercise is for Democrats. We're against it. We're offended by exercise. Y'all, I grew up in, I went to public school in southern West Virginia. I feel like I should get like a handicap sticker for that. It should be easier to park. I remember in 10th grade science class, I was taught that the moon landing was fake. Yes, and I believed that shit right up until tonight, dude. Prove it. I don't think we did that shit, dude. The problem facing small towns now is we're running out of white people. Y'all keep moving to the big city to pursue your dreams or dying of fentanyl, and you need to cut it out. Otherwise, it's gonna be hick-ass towns in the middle of nowhere where everybody is from Pakistan. You don't want that. Folks, listen, Chinatown, very fun, bubble tea. All right, stick us out. Little Pakistan? No. We can't be left alone, folks. Listen, the only difference between like a cute country town and a savage village is, unfortunately, the civilizing presence of white people. Oh my God. Okay, no applause break for that? No, I'm just, no. Everybody hates that joke. Except for the select few that really like it. Secretly. We're talking Nazis, folks. Nazis. It's like this. We need each other, folks. Alright? Arabs, Pakistanis, and shit. We gotta move to these hick-ass towns and experience the racism of white hicks until we're like, no, you can't do that. This is America, where everybody is equal. Yes, even women and Jews, we guess. And white hicks, they need us. They need Arabs around. They need Muslims. So that when they're like, gay marriage should be illegal, there's someone there to be like, yes, I agree. And also gay people. We gotta call their bluff, dude. It teaches white hicks this valuable lesson, which is that if you get too into Christianity, you become Muslim. And join ISIS, folks. I'll leave you guys on this. Speaking of ISIS, I'll tell you guys about the mosque I went to growing up. The mosque I went to growing up was mostly Arabs, Indian folks, but if you don't know, you should know every mosque in America has one random, inexplicable white person. Our white guy was a redhead, which was exciting for us. We were proud, like not of him, but that we had him, you know what I'm saying? We liked having him in our deck, dude. It was like Pokemon. We'd show him off to the other mosques. We'd be like, oh, y'all got a blonde one? That's cute. Our dude has freckles, dude. What's up? Alright, y'all, I got some shows all around town. I'm Jad Slay on Instagram. JADSLAY. Thank you.
Give it up for Jad, everybody! That was hilarious. And important information. News from the interior. What's really going on out there. That was really brilliant. Give it up one more time for Jad, everybody. I love hearing the news from small town America. And what's really going on. That was amazing, amazing, amazing. All right, we got, Ed is coming up in a little while. We got Annanya George on double deck. We got Natalie on deck. Can we give it up for Junie, everybody? The heart of the open mic. He's a star. He's a poetry star. He's too big for the Easy Paradise. He's been all over town, just blowing people's minds. Give it up for Junie. Woo!
Yeah.
First, congratulations to Dezy. Woo! Dezy's gonna do his first feature at Ivy House Studios on July 6th. So congratulations to Dezy. Woo! And this is called Proud and Bothered. How can I save anyone if I can't save myself? Help? There is no help. Not for someone who had it all and lost in a matter of seconds. Who sold their mother's hard work to pursue a dream. Abandoning peace to return to a place I'm proud and bothered to call home. Jamaica, Queens, Sutton Boulevard. It's been 3 years since I've left. The same halal carts in the same place with a different face at the same time. But now there are more smoke shops, more cops, younger drug dealers. The Dwayne Reed was replaced by Chipotle with a residential building on top. And next to that is another residential, and another, and another. Another hood spit shine for whoever, from wherever, to feel safer so they can spend more money in a place they only plan to visit, not to invest in its problems. It's a shame that what's good for their economy is bad for the people who live there trying to survive. Now I'm back from a place where I almost had it. I almost had it. I almost had fucking everything. Regardless, I'm back home. Getting off the train on Sutton Boulevard late at night with my suitcase, rolling down the sidewalk. The smell of empty boxes from the fish shop is out, and the reek of crackhead shit still lingers in the air. Even after 3 years, but for whatever reason, the smell got better. Bits of newspapers fly by my feet as I look down and remember the amount of asphalt it takes for a street to be this wide. This ain't no country road. To my left, taxi drivers are trying to offer anyone a ride to get where they need to be. Side note, when did the $2 cabs become $5? When did a roll with ham, lettuce, and a few slices of cheese cost $8? How the fuck is a BLT $6? It's only been, I'm fucking broke. It's only been 3 years, yet bad habits die hard. Good crack still has the same junkies stumped on the same corners. I knew you when I was 19, asking me for $1. I'm 22 now. You don't recognize me, do you? His hands reaching out, asking for mercy. Sorry, I only have pesos for the moment, and whatever I can keep is mine. The streets are the same. There are more shoe stores than there are stars. There are more problems than there are solutions. But who am I to judge anymore? The same apartment I ran away from looks better now that I left. I can't believe it took for me to leave for it to look this good. Goes to show whose fault it was, why I was so miserable. But it's good to be home. Funny, even after all this time, I know in my heart this place is still home. Thank you.
Yeah!
I remember this poem just because I remembered it.
Yeah.
I wrote it in like 5 seconds. I think it was I like kissing feet, yum yum. We're gonna do this. I like kissing feet, yum yum. I like sucking toes, yum yum. Toes dipped in Nutella, yum yum. Jerking off, yum. I'm good night, guys. I'm also going to be doing a feature at Parkside Lounge on July 6th representing Queens. Thank you.
Great. Oh, cool. All right, sick. Okay, dope. All right. Give it up for Junie. Junie, we love you. Junie is the poetry. He lives it, he breathes it, he is it. I love it, I love it. My heart is with the open mic warriors who are out here just bringing it to the people, bringing the news. Give it up for Junie, everybody. His perspective, his brilliance, his gravitas. We love it, we need it. He's got a book, it's really amazing. It's called Call Me Junie. Do you have any with you?
I don't right now.
You don't have any, but get Junie's book. It's really excellent. It's really, really well done. Give it up one more time for Jonathan Ariano, everybody. Junie! Love you! Happy Juneteenth, everybody! We love you. We love you. All right, we got Ed on Double Deck. We got Annanya George in the hole. We got amazing performers. We got Cola coming up. We've got Will coming up. We've got amazing people. Can we get, oh my god, okay, so Easy Paradise is hosting a reading at the New York City Poetry Festival at the end of July. It's the last weekend of July, it's on Governor's Island. Come check it out, and one of our featured readers is reading this. Can we give a big round of applause for the one, the only, the Natalie, everybody! Check us out on Gov Island! Last weekend of July. Give it up for Natalie! Yeah!
Hi. Okay. Woo! I feel like the. Okay. Wait. I don't know if you guys know this. New shit? For legal and personal reasons, this is a joke. And like a work of fiction. I hate dating as a stripper. How lines get blurred. He had agreed to pay my shift if I went out, which is one of the only ways to make sure I do not cancel a date. And before I know it, I am tequila drunk, which is my exact type of drunk, and I am thinking I actually kind of like him because he keeps taking out singles for me to slip in the waistband of the burlesque performer dancing on top of the bar. So when he asks if I want to get a hotel, I say yes. He had already had Vouv and blueberry pancakes delivered via room service, and when he booked the hotel as we were leaving the bar, I could see him filtering by the highest amount of dollar signs that Google shows you, and that shouldn't matter. And I used to not care. Really, I used to not care. But somewhere along the line, I started to really care. I started to notice and look. I started to think that love could only mean expensive dinner dates. That if a man didn't spend money on you, how could he love you? They say men can only love what they can invest in, and you can't date a man who makes less than you, because then he is just going to use you for your stripper money. And baby, you're not gonna have that forever. You're just not. And it is gonna go by so much faster than you think. 10,000 hours, I didn't even blink. And even though you promised yourself that your rules were hard and fast, if you just follow them, you can fucking relax. One day you still find yourself in a hotel room with his dick in you, and you are really drunk, and his dick is not big, and he is wearing a condom, and he is begging to take it off, and I am rocking back and forth and shaking my head, no, 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 and then he says, what if I pay you? And I say, yes, okay, and you would too, because we are already having sex. And how many times have I said yes, even though I didn't want to, just because he kept asking? And how many times has he taken it off without mentioning the fact? How many times has something changed in the middle of an act and I didn't even know until it was already done? And this is how lines get blurred. Because it wasn't about the money, it just became that way. Because at this point, the sex is so obviously not for me. It is a service. I just agreed. And that means I make the rules, and everything counts. I don't care if you don't like me because I know you already do. Look at you, begging and offering. I don't think I can stand to finish him. And he is offering more and more like it is some rare and precious thing. Something so hard for me to obtain. And I am wondering if love is real. Listen, I want to love someone I do. Like really love them. I don't want to think like this, that everything is a deal. Once I get off his dick and put my underwear back on and lay down next to him and breathe 3 breaths, which I thought was long enough, I ask him to send me the money. And he asks me, why am I making this so transactional? Even though he's the one who undid me from a girl on a date at the speakeasy to a girl he is paying. And maybe that's all I ever was, call girl or not a commodity, just like a normal girl at the club who gets in for free, just like never picking up the check, just like a shopping spree. I ask him, why did he offer to pay me? And he says, why are we fighting? Can you please lay down next to me? I would have asked any other girl that. Can you please act like the girl you were pretending to be earlier? I thought I was immune. I thought the things I saw in the club weren't real life, but they are. And now I worry that's all sex is, even in the absence of it and exchange, whether she knows it or not.
Give it up for Natalie. That was powerful. That was amazing. Give it up one more time for Natalie. Amazing, 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 amazing. And check us out at New York Poetry Festival last weekend in July, 11 a.m. Saturday on the Beckett stage. Give it up one more time for Natalie. That was brave, brilliant, and meaningful. That's what I love. All these last writers, I feel like, have been bringing really necessary kind of information from various parts, you know, of our society, and they're bringing the truth, and they're telling us how it really is, and they're telling us their story, and that's amazing, and that was really brilliant. Give it up one more time for Natalie. This is a crossroads and a meeting ground for everybody to bring their piece and to share it, so thank you all for coming out. We've got Cola Morgan. Give it up for Amanda, the bartender, by the way, as well. She's working hard. Not an easy job. It's a 2-drink minimum. Once again, 5 minutes for a performer, 2 drinks, so let's do some shots. Ready to get wasted. Happy Juneteenth, everybody. We've got Surya Deer coming up. We've got Cola Morgan on double deck. We've got Ed Pankov on deck. Can we get Annanya George up? Great magician, ready for some magic? Get ready to be.
That's the exact impression of what magicians do. How did you nail it, man? Oh my god, how did you nail that? Can people applaud if they've been to the bathroom in the back of their room? I thought of a great joke while I was in there, which is holy shit, this is bigger than my apartment.
Yes!
Alright, okay, hello. So tonight is a little bit of an experiment.
Woo! Yeah!
Tonight's a little bit of an experiment. Yeah, there we go. Because I am a magician, and unfortunately the thing is, most magic isn't built around expressing ideas, but rather about, oh, how can I wow the audience in multiple different ways. So this past week, I've been on a mission. And the mission has been about, can I express something through a magic trick? This is what I came up with. Are you guys ready? Yeah. Do you want to know what it's talking about before I do the trick or after? After?
Or not at all.
Or not at all?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I'll explain the poem.
Okay, let's do it.
Yeah, dude, I love this
It's a card trick, because that's... I love card tricks. Are you guys excited? Where did you go? There we go. Can you guys hear out of this one? Oh, let me
On here there can be no denying. One of us is cheating.
Do you guys want to know what it was? Do you guys want to know what it was about?
Yeah, actually,
Yeah?
Yeah.
So, you know the thing that happens on your phone when it'll remind you, it'll pop up a picture, and it'll go, 5 years ago, blank happened, right? So a while ago, one of those things happened to me, and it was the picture of somebody I knew was very, very close to me, and I thought about it, and I went, hold on a second, that specific moment in time is rarely about like a memory that I've lived through, but rather a inundation of a lack, you know? So that's...
Yeah! Yeah!
That's my time, thank you.
Give it up for Annanya George, a master of the illusion. Sharing ideas through magic. How incredible is that? Give it up one more time for Annanya George with the Carol King assists. We love it. We love having Annanya. Are you doing any shows?
No.
We need to book you. We're booking you.
Okay.
We're booking you on something.
Sick.
All right, sick. We're speaking of which, me and Kuzu Daddy are going to be hosting a live stream talk show So if anybody wants to be on the talk show, get at me. Annanya George would be a great guest. So we'll talk. My people will talk to your people. All right.
I'll give you my mom's number later.
All right, fantastic. My mom will call your mom. Fantastic. We'll set it up. One of the moms will pick us up and they'll drop us off at the venue. My mom picked me up tonight. She's coming later. So give it up for moms, everybody. And it's Happy Father's Day. And happy Juneteenth, everybody. We're keeping it rolling. We've got Surya Deer on double deck. We've got Cola Morgan on deck. Is Ed? Give it up for Ed Pankov, everybody. It's that time of night. Get ready to go into the mystic and have a psychedelic experience. This is going to be great. Once again, it's a 2-drink minimum. Give it up for Ed Pankov.
He's gonna do an exorcism.
We fucked off with these lights.
You want to turn them off?
Let's get rid of them. We're gonna require some volunteers. No. I just want someone to come here. Whoever comes here first, show up in front of the stage. First one to butter.
Can you talk in the microphone?
Woo! Yeah, you'll be talking in the microphone. You'll be saying the following. Fucking ass, motherfucking ass DJ, fucking ass, motherfucking ass DJ. Now? No. You'll know. I'll tap you on fucking ass, motherfucking ass DJ, fucking ass, DJ, fucking ass.
Hell yeah! Thank you.
Fucking ass, motherfucking ass DJ, fucking ass, motherfucking ass DJ. Alright, okay. Next part. I have to let you know. I am an ordained minister. And I'm about to exorcise all of your asses. Regardless of how clean, how pure you may think you are. You are not. The demons within yourself shall come true in your own thoughts as the music starts. Yes, Matt, let's start the track. I am Edward Pankov, the sinister minister. Yeah, you think you got this.
Oh, fucking ass, motherfucking ass, DJ, fucking ass, motherfucking ass.
Fucking rhythm.
I have no rhythm. Fucking ass, motherfucking ass, DJ, 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 fucking ass, motherfucking ass, DJ.
Is it wrong for me to assume that all you have deep
motherfucking ass DJ, fucking ass, motherfucking ass DJ.
Yeah, I guess it's not too much of an assumption.
Fucking ass, motherfucking ass DJ, fucking ass, motherfucking ass DJ. DJ, fucking ass, motherfucking ass DJ.
Welcome to the world of hypnosis.
Fucking ass DJ, fucking ass, DJ, fucking ass, motherfucking ass DJ.
You're welcome to finally embrace all of your insecurities. Think about all of them at once. Now, let yourself get yourself into a fucking fetal position.
Fucking ass DJ, fucking ass, fucking ass DJ, fucking ass DJ. Fucking ass, motherfucking ass DJ, fucking ass, motherfucking ass DJ.
DJ, Doctor, Hot Sauce, MD.
Fucking ass, motherfucking ass DJ, fucking ass, motherfucking ass DJ.
Woo! Consider your insecurity.
Fucking ass, motherfucking ass DJ, fucking ass, motherfucking ass DJ.
Simply thoughts. And they blow away. Fucking ass, motherfucking ass
DJ, fucking ass, motherfucking ass DJ, fucking ass, motherfucking ass DJ.
DJ, Doctor, Hot Sauce, MD.
Fucking ass, motherfucking ass DJ, fucking ass, motherfucking ass DJ, fucking ass, motherfucking ass DJ.
You think it's over, but it never is. Because your thoughts, your motherfucking thoughts, always consume you.
DJ, motherfucking ass DJ, DJ, motherfucking ass DJ.
I'll suck your ball today. I'll suck your ball today.
I'll suck your balls, DJ. I'll suck your balls. Suck your balls, DJ. I'll suck your balls, DJ.
Ultimately, we're in a zone that we've all created through our mutual consent. We have this zone. I'm gonna do some poetry for you guys. Fuck yeah, Junie! Woo! So, what is it you want from me? I say to this dreadful world. Who knows what has in store, God, and the suffering? Who wishes to provide for me? I walked 10,000 steps up the stairs to realize the air gets thinner up there. Who cares? We are having sex. Can you imagine it with me? Woo! Probably not. My personal is not your her. I decide to become somebody only when I choose to. I choose to emerge from nowhere. And I become the personification of your desire. Stop dreaming. Become better than your aspiration. Look around you. Can you handle the true reality of the moment? Can you decide? Can you believe in your intuition? Can you suss it up? Can you acknowledge your doubts? Can you challenge them and make your challenge to reality true? Can you excuse your own foolishness and express your true art for once in your fucking life? Can you turn red into blue? Fuck you anyway! It's not my problem. You're gonna see what works for you anyway. You'll never think beyond your circumstances. Or perhaps I'm wrong. I probably are wrong. But I identify as all you motherfuckers. So what can I say about that?
Look at that, the show's not over. That was a slick move right there. Give it up for Ed Pankov and the Exorcism and Junie, the DJ. That was fantastic. All right. In the backing track, give it up one more time for Ed. You were all exercised. You're all exercised. When he said he wanted to kill the lights, I killed the lights and I could not get them back on. And I'm like, Ed has magical powers. He destroyed the lighting. But there's a switch at the bar, I guess, so Amanda had it. But give it up one more time for Ed Pankov, everybody. It's fantastic. Oh, we got a lot more great entertainment. We got Surya Deer on deck. Can we get Cola Morgan up and waiting patiently? I'm super excited to hear Cola. Give it up for Cola. And the great name, happy Juneteenth, everybody. We're partying to 2-drink minimum. I'm going to do some shots. Okay.
You want to stand or? Yeah.
Hi, everybody. Sorry, give me a sec. Nice.
Is that good?
Yeah, thank you. Perfect. All right. So hi everyone. My name's Cola Morgan. I didn't know there was an open mic here, which is probably my fault because this is like my favorite bar in the city. So I don't know how I got this far without coming here. All right. I'm a songwriter, as you can probably tell, and I'm gonna perform an original tonight, which is. It's the first time I'm performing this, actually. I wrote it last week. Thank you. New shit, as they say. So, I'm also at the point in the night where I've had enough drinks that I might start forgetting the words, but hopefully I'll be fine, I don't know. Let me know if you like it. The song is called Balloon City.
All the time. So I could look outside and never see a sea of clouds. Fill the sky, fill the sky, fill the sky. Get what they meant until you said to me, people have to let go eventually. You said, I think they float home to Balloon City where it's always a party. Yes, it's dumb, but it's what I believe. I wanna be here forever with you. I wanna be here forever with you. you. I wanna be here forever with you, with you. So I'm gonna run to the next MC and spread my money on green, some kind of peach and maybe burgundy. I'll give them to you, but I'll squeeze the strings in my hand to know you're not getting rid of me that easily. I wanna be here forever with you. I wanna be here forever with you. I wanna be here forever with you. But my grip will get weak, and I guess at some point we'll need sleep. Suddenly, oh, it's the saddest smile you've ever seen. You know I'd rather be stuck to my doom, touching the ceiling of your room, than just another balloon in Balloon City. I wanna be here forever with you. I wanna be here forever with you. I wanna be here forever with you. Right here, right here. I wanna be here forever with you. Stuck to the ceiling of your room. I wanna be here forever with you. Right here, right here. I wanna be here forever with you.
Once again, it's on Instagram, Twitter, Spotify, all that shit. I'm sorry, I know it's too late, I've got to do it.
Hell yeah. Wow.
Give it up for Cola Morgan, everybody. Sounded great. Once again, you can find all of our performers. It's cola.morgan, at cola.morgan. You can find them all on Easy Paradise Mag on Instagram. So check out Cola. Do you have a Bandcamp or a Spotify or anything?
I've got one song out on Spotify.
All right, one song on Spotify from Cola Morgan. We'll load it into the playlist. We have an Easy Paradise Spotify playlist with all of the open mic artists on
the astrology rock opera music.
Well, that's controversial.
You don't include it. You don't include it. No.
It's been banned. It's been banned from Broadway.
It's been banned.
It's been banned from Spotify.
And downtown now too.
It's nobody. I mean, it's such a hit. It's gonna be such a hit. They can't deal with it. It's like Spider-Man, Turn Off the Dark.
They're not ready.
They're not ready.
It's too good, they said.
Yeah, it's too good. It's just gonna, it's gonna bring back Broadway. It's gonna win. It's gonna sweep the Tonys.
Like a black hole in the universe.
I think that's a safe assumption. The astrology rock opera musical. We got Giorgio Rosa in the house, everybody. One of the great entertainers of the world, and the astrology rock opera musical is coming up soon. But for now, we've got. All right, so we've got Will Sutton on double deck. We've got Samuel Lang Budin on deck. Can I get the very funny Surya Deer up to do some comedy for us? Give it up for Surya Deer, one of our favorites. He hosts open mics all over town and doing events constantly. Give it up for Surya Deer.
Yeah, keep it going for Matt, everyone. Keep it going. For the record, when he asked if he should cut his hair, I was the one person who said yes. That fucking dude, you need to cut it. It looks awful. It looks terrible. You look like My Chemical Romance's accountant with that hair. It's terrible. You look like a bad Tim Burton character. Matt looks like Edward Scissorhands. If, like, instead of scissors for hands, it was just flaccid penises. That's what Matt looks like. It's okay, we're friends. Kind of. I don't know. I ran into him once on the Lower East Side, and he didn't introduce me to his girlfriend. Guys, wait, Matt, you said you look like Tobey Maguire with that hair?
From Spider-Man 3.
That's bullshit. That's rich.
I'm gonna get a picture.
Dude, actually, Matt, a lot of people say I look like Andrew Garfield. Do you guys know, a lot of people say I look like Andrew Garfield, just go with it. A lot of people say I look like Andrew Garfield. Like, actually, one time this girl, she said to me, hey, you should jump off of a building roof. Yeah, I was like, huh, what a weird roundabout way of saying I look like Andrew Garfield. Ooh, what is that, a Spider-Man reference? Kapow.
I think you look like
Hey, happy belated Father's Day. Right? Did anyone text their dad? No? I texted my dad. My dad's pretty fucking cool, but sometimes he texts me weird shit. Like the other day, my dad, he texted me this thing. I'm gonna read it out for you. He said, hey Surya, that's my name. He said, hey Surya, have you seen this show on Netflix with Jerry Seinfeld talking to other comedians over coffee and driving around in old vintage automobiles? I was like, no, Dad, you're gonna have to be a little bit more specific. I don't know what show you could possibly be talking about. But then my dad, afterwards, he says like, yeah, I just watched the episode with Alec Baldwin. Ha, classic. And I responded with, yeah, Dad, def a good episode. Obviously notwithstanding my personal thoughts on the Baldwin controversy. Okay, and this is what my dad responds with. He says, oh please, get over yourself. Just because Baldwin's not a comedian in the conventional sense of the word doesn't mean he's not funny. It's like, dude, that wasn't the problem with Alec Baldwin. It was never up for debate whether or not he was a comedian or a funny actor. He's a murderer. Dad? Stupid dad. Stupid old man. Yeah, my dad's a dipshit. I was reading. Do you guys remember when they cloned that sheep? Do you guys remember when years ago they cloned that sheep Dolly? Yeah, right? Dude, that was a dumb animal to clone, right? A sheep? Yeah, let's just clone the species where all the animals already look like clones of each other. They all already look identical. What's the point, dude? Fucking hey, check out this sheep. It looks exactly the same as every other sheep on the planet. That's dumb. Yeah, Jason, keep talking to Matt.
Sorry.
I've only been waiting for 4 fucking hours to go up. But nah, you had a good set. Ruined mine.
I was giving him comfort on the hair.
Yeah, I thought we were friends. Dude, I read somewhere that sheep cloning experiment, I read somewhere that it was like done in Scotland. That doesn't surprise me one bit. Because like cloning sheep, when I think of cloning sheep, I think of it as like the top of the Scottish scientist's priority list. You know what I mean? Like a Scottish scientist, he gets a research grant and he's just like, hey, what about instead of curing cancer, we made duplicate lamb? How about it? We made Mutton for days. How's that? How's that Scottish accent? Is that fine?
Not bad.
Dude, my granddad actually studied mechanical engineering in Glasgow, Scotland. But then whenever he brings that up, all I can think of is, it's half sheep, half machine. It's a machine gun sheep. That's my impression of a machine gun sheep. Matt, did you like me?
Yeah.
We're done. We're done.
Great. Fantastic. You claymation bitch. I don't know, dude. I'll cut your hair off right now. I don't have scissors, but I have a key, and if I'm like, I'll gnaw it.
Maybe next week.
Dude, I'll use my teeth if I have to. That haircut has to go. I don't understand. Why would you wear a suit and then leave that rat nest on your head? It doesn't make any sense to me. Have a little fucking dignity, for God's sake. I'm just kidding. Matt's so hot. Give it up for the mic. Give it up for your host. Hey, nice hat! Not asshole! No, look at this! Look at this! We're like practically the same person, okay? Look at that! Look at that! That's Tobey Maguire in Spider-Man 3. You can't even tell the difference. You thought that was like my Facebook. No way. That's me. That's 2008. That was Jumping the Shark, I think. That was Spider-Man Jumping the Shark. Next week I'm going to wear my black Spider-Man costume to just show you how emo I am and how emo Spider. Give it up for Surya Deer, everybody. Very funny. We're just roasting, just zinging. You know, some comics do. We're comics. We zing each other. We roast each other. It's no big deal. You know, it's just part of the game. It's part of the hustle, as it were. Thank you all for coming out. It's a 2-drink minimum here. We've got a lot of great acts still to come. We got Will Sutton on deck. Can we get Samuel Lang Budin up? Yeah, give it up for Samuel Lang Budin, everybody, and then Will Sutton on deck here at Easy Paradise. Come on, give it up.
Hello, I'm Samuel. I have a poem for you called Grush. Woo! They made a fingernail-sized, porous object that turns ambient humidity into electricity. It works best in the summer. It produces enough power to light up 7 LEDs. I'm reading about it in the Washington Post on the B train to Manhattan. It's not clear how well it will scale. It's Wednesday, and the carbon offset plantations are burning in Canada, and New York is covered in a stinging haze. I'm going to Midtown to meet someone from the internet. A few months ago, they asked whether, when they came to town that week, I would let their friend photograph us while we had sex. I said yes. Then I didn't hear from them for a while. And when they re-emerged, once again headed to town, sex had left the table and been replaced by food. It's Wednesday, and we sit in Bryant Park with no masks on, putting our future health on the line. We hold hands. I feed them rigatoni alla zozzona, a recipe I got from the New York Times, which is made with pork jowl, onion, hot sausage, tomato paste, cherry tomatoes, red wine, grated cheap smoked cheese, and 4 egg yolks. I watch them enter a state of rapture as they eat, and I myself experience a sort of gratification which is related to, but quite distinct from, sexual release. We aging sluts have to take it however we can get it.
Yeah.
I put my mask back on and walk down the street thinking about former National Reconnaissance Office representative to the Unidentified Aerial Phenomenon Task Force, that's what we call UFOs now, David Charles Grush, a government whistleblower I read about a day ago in The Guardian, who claims to know for a fact that the United States has in its possession parts of and complete craft of esoteric, that is to say otherworldly, origin, as well as their pilots, deceased, though he has not himself seen them, and neither does he have his hands on the documentary evidence on which his certain knowledge is based. former NRO rep to the UAP Task Force DC, Russia's intelligence community colleagues quoted in the article say his credibility is unimpeachable. He is a year younger than I am. For the past 12 hours, I've been asking everyone I know, will this be the week the government admits that aliens are real? I've never considered the question before, but it feels right at this moment, for reasons that have to do with scale, with a sense of narrative shoulddness. First the pandemic, now the smoke, next aliens. It would be a shock, but not a surprise. It ought to come now. It ought, at long last, to be true. I need it to be. I am on my way home to pay someone from the internet $25 to talk to me over Instagram for half an hour. We could masturbate for one another, but I would have to initiate, and I'm too shy, so instead we chat awkwardly, and I suggest in the last 5 minutes that we could make a video for their fans, where they teach me to enjoy getting head, which I struggle with because I'm ticklish. And they giggle and say, yes, that sounds like fun. I doubt they mean it. I'm almost sure I do. I'm on my way home on the N train, toward my fruitless and tantalizing Instagram date, when the smoke really comes down. And by the time the train is crossing the Manhattan Bridge, the sky is orange and the river is gone. And by the time the train goes above ground just before 8th Avenue, the air is the worst I've seen in my life. I debark under the falling sky, and there, in an orange vest and without a mask, a subway worker is radioing for the cops. Send 2 down. We got someone on the platform smoking weed. Right? I'm walking home up the avenue, and the street vendors are all out, and the shoppers are clogging the sidewalk. Some are wearing masks, some aren't. Everyone's going about their business like usual, whether it's shopping, or vending, or harassing stoners, or trying, in my case, to scare up any kind of action. Going on with our lives, even though all we know is decompensating all around us, because nobody knows what to do in a crisis, but also because we know that the world isn't ending today. Not really. And whoever concerned we might be, there's nothing anybody could do right now, right this minute, short of occupying state houses and sabotaging critical infrastructure. My choices, while stuck indoors, are limited to settling on a level of future regret. I still believe the time is continuous. I know that the smoke will blow away, and the crisis will recede for the time being, and so, though I want to believe, I Google DC Rush, and find an article in The Atlantic which makes plain his position within a lineage of government whistleblowers who have made it to the pages of the legitimate press with UFO stories, but without anything solid to back them up, which says, in essence, don't get your hopes up. And so I try, with half a heart, to get my rocks off with this internet person, because as rare and wild and eschatonic as this moment feels, I still do know that time is continuous. And I know I'll still have a self to loathe in the morning. Thank you. My name is Samuel. I'm on Instagram. I'm Mysterious Fog. Fog is spelled with a PH, Mysterious PHOG. And I'm available.
That was fantastic. Give it up one more time for Samuel Lang Budin. Check out their Instagram. That was wonderful. Wonderful writing, wonderful poetry, beautiful literature. Thank you so much for coming on. All right, we've got Alex Schmidt on Double Deck. We've got the poem. Is the poem out there? Does anybody? I'm going to send it around again. Keep writing. Keep writing. Keep working. Are you writing? Are you drawing? Are you writing poetry? This is a great place to be productive. Work on your screenplay. Peter Guzman said he wrote most of his act at Easy Paradise, so this is a great place to get some work done.
My play.
Ashley is working on her play, for instance, so it's a great place to be inspired and just pull things out of the air and feel that creative energy and let it fuel what you're doing. So thank you all for coming out. We've got Alex Schmidt on Double Deck. We've got Bias on deck. Can we get Will Sutton up, everybody? Give it up for Will Sutton. Waiting patiently. Sign up for next week at Easy Paradise Mag. We're going to have some music from Will Sutton.
I can say that.
Almost like it's working.
Alright, I'm Will Sutton. This is a brand new song called Eastward Bound.
Woo!
We jump from the ship and we're up from the sea. Drawn from the shelter and hospitality. We found none there, the land was bare. The fields pristine and the vacancy. The sea was running eastward bound. Going in circles round and round. We found none there, the land was bare. The fields pristine and the vacancy.
Yeah!
Dan gave up and collapsed to die. As we walked away, I could hear him cry.
Woo! Woo!
There's supposed to be a guitar solo here. I forget. I think a different song though. This one's called
Woo! Yeah!
It's called When the Flag Comes Down. Cocky drenched in innocent blood. How I put the citizens on the run. Fascist military burn in the wheat fields. Shells echo off the streets of Kiev. When the flag comes down, who will sing? When there's a new crown, who will breathe? Ukraine's falling down, shooting up the towns. Who will save the nation now?
Woo!
March along, little Johnny, march along.
Woo!
March along, little Johnny, march along. You've got tears to fill, mothers to kill at your president's will. March along.
Woo!
March along. Neutralize the defenders, shoot the refugees. Your voice is so shallow since you cut off the leaves. March along. March along.
Woo! Yeah!
Cocky drenched in innocent blood. How I put the citizens on the run. Fascist military burn in the wheat fields. Shells echo off the streets of Kiev. When the flag comes down, who will sing?
Yeah!
When there's a new crown, who will breathe? Ukraine's falling down, shooting up the towns. Who will save the nation now?
Woo!
Thank you. I have like 1 minute left. I think.
Yeah, maybe like short.
I think I have like 1 minute left.
That's it.
This song's called You Can't Come Back. I don't know if you can come back, girl. Now that I've broken your heart, in your heart. Come back now. Know that it's right from the start. Wait for a friend for an hour or two. See if anybody comes. Get lost and try to find someone else new. Maybe then you'll find the truth. Thank you.
Give it up for Will Sutton, everybody. Are we partying out there? Are we having a great time? We've got the astrology rock opera musical coming up, everybody. It's all on the way. We know you're excited about it. The New York Times has been talking about it. The Post.
And then it was cool.
We've got Javier Ruiz on double deck. We've got Alex Schmidt on deck. Can we get Via Safia up to do some comedy for us? Give it up for Via Safia.
Hello everyone. If you're working on a screenplay, stop. Because I'm really funny, hilarious, so you're gonna love that. It's really funny. I'm happy to say that I got a girlfriend. Which I know is really awesome. It's also not true, but it makes me happy to say it. So I got a girlfriend, and she made me a cake for. It's not true, but it's really good cake though. I'm gonna eat on my birthday, which I'm not. Anyways, I lost 70 pounds this year though. I actually did. I like when people talk. Thank you. It was all muscle, but you know, it was good. I did actually lose weight. I lost weight because I got diabetes, type 2, the type you need to work for. You know, that type 1 born with silver spoon entitled motherfuckers. You know, our spoon had Nutella in it. Yeah. That's what it takes. Hard work and dedication. Yeah, I got type 2 diabetes. And we had like a family history of type 2 diabetes, so I was always worried about getting it. So when I got it, I was like, finally. Like if you're worried about getting a disease, get it. You won't be worried anymore. I'm serious. All the disease you've ever been worried about, just catch them all. Like Ash Ketchum. I choose you, mesothelioma. Whatever. Catch the disease. It's cool. Yeah. I lost weight. I did intermittent fasting. I did a few things. I went to yoga a lot. That's one thing I did. I love yoga. The only thing I don't like about yoga is that there's a moment where they tell you to do a little bit more of a stretch. You know what I'm talking? Has anyone been to yoga here? I feel like this is a yoga place. They'll be like, if you want to do a little bit more stretch, just a little bit, all you have to do is take your left leg and put it over your fucking shoulder, break your ankle and spin around until you're flying like a helicopter. And you know what? Some of you may not be able to stretch, and that's fine. We have a modified for stretch for you. Take both hands, put to the sides of your body, and stand there like a fucking asshole while you watch everyone fly away. Fucking loser. Kill yourself. Every day she calls me, she's like, kill yourself, Eos. That's the only way I get hard now. So. That's an amazing laugh. We got Santa Claus up in the front. Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas. Yeah, I did lost weight. I dated during the time I lost weight, and that was, people treat you differently. Like when I first started dating, you would get ghosted a lot. Which is weird for me because I never ghosted anyone. The closest I've done is counter ghosting. You guys know what that is? That's when you send 5 text messages in a row and the other person doesn't respond. And you're like, fuck you, I'm not going to send a 6th. Get him every time. They're fucking speechless. They don't know what to say at that point, you know? Get fucking wrecked. There was one good thing about, I do miss dating when I was fat, because when you're fat, like, if something goes wrong, you're like, oh, it's because I'm fat. It was great. I didn't have to take responsibility. Now I'm aware of my red flags. You should not be that aware of your red flags. You know what I mean? Like, I'm serious. I went to a date and I was like, she seems nice. I hope she doesn't end up with me. It would be a tragedy. You shouldn't be like that. You should be on your side. You know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe you're like, no, I'm right. Nah. Yeah, fucking, I dated too much. Does anyone have a dog? You have a dog. You have a dog? What type of dog is it? Cool. That's what I was, cool. Mine's not that. It's a terrier, Dachshund terrier. Shut the fuck up! I'm doing material. Fucking hecklers. I can put this online. Comedian destroys cop car. Fucking pander. No, anyways, what was it? I have a dog, and my dog, he shits a lot. Whenever I take him on a walk, he'll like, yeah, the problem is he has a superpower. He can tell what I'm thinking. But he uses that superpower only when I'm picking up the doggy bags to go on the walk. He keeps track of that number, and he adds 1 to it. And that's how many shits he takes. Motherfucker. I can bring 49 doggy bags, I take 50 shits. He's dead now, though. Because I killed him. No. He's not dead. He's with my mom, who's dead. Is he dead? We don't know now. My mom's not dead. My dad's not dead either. Unfortunately, that one's sad. Alright. You said I have one hour left?
15 seconds.
15 seconds. Tomato, you know. You guys were great. Good for us one more time.
Give it up for Via Sathya, everybody. Hilarious stuff. We've got some amazing, if you want to sign up, we're coming to the end of the list. We've got some amazing performers coming up. It's that time of night. I'm going to read from my book, 1 Year. That's right, it's that time. Everybody's favorite time of night. My book, 1 Year, I wrote 1 line every day for an entire year. You can buy it from me. And so it's like a duration piece. The idea is the poem lasts an entire year. So this is today's entry, June 19th. I want to have one rose bush that I die close towards, walking to me in my own name. Thank you. That was today's line for 1 year. All right, we're going to keep it going. We've got Ashley, the very special, the very amazing Ashley Escobar in double deck. We've got Javier Ruiz on deck. That means only one thing. Can we get the amazing Alex Schmidt up? Is Alex Schmidt out there to do some entertaining for us? Give it up. 2 drink minimum, everybody. We're partying. I'm doing shots at the bar. Check it out.
What's up? Woo! My name is Alex Schmidt. Yeah, like from New Girl. I really like this mic. It's nice and intimate. It's like we're about to fuck. As a comedian, I love the variety of different acts here. So if I ever bomb, I can just be like, nope, that was performance art. Just a little spoken word. No jokes this week. Apparently. I'm single. Hopefully that's a surprise to some of you. Only girl I have is my right hand. and sometimes she even leaves me for other dudes. My friend was saying that I might need to watch less porn. They said that excessive use can cause you to objectify the opposite sex more. So that's why I don't watch any porn with any women in it now. So I don't know if you can tell by my complexion, but I'm biracial. My mom's white and my dad was never around. Sometimes like people ask me, what's it like being biracial? Like, what's that experience like? No one actually says that other than other biracial kids. Other people are far too racist. Right? And I say like the biggest challenge I face is whether or not I can say the N-word. When I'm walking down the street, I just want to know, can I say all of Lil Wayne's lyrics or just half? All of Drake is fair game. I've determined that half is about right. Nig is our word. Just don't say it with a hard G. I was at the park the other day, and it was the park with all like the annoying NYU students. To narrow it down, actually, maybe that doesn't really. And while I was walking by, I saw a booth, and it said "Socialist Revolution." That's really what it said. Socialist Revolution. They were legit too. They had Karl Marx right on the front. I go over, and one of the annoying NYU students says to me, "Now, we are an international organization that serves to put power in the hands of the people and end corporate greed." Oh, can I get a flyer? My communist buddies at KGB are gonna love this. And this is what she said to me. Oh, the flyer will be $5. I guess they haven't seized the means of flyer production yet. Instead of paper, or instead of power, they may want to focus on getting paper into the hands of people. Now, so we have like a lot of amazing technology nowadays, like AI, smartphones, VR porn. But can someone tell me why we can't get strawberries to last more than 2 days in the fridge?